Explore these captivating trail cam moments, ranging from octopus encounters and strange nighttime sightings to eerie encounters and cryptid forest specters. The viral, unsettling videos that emerged overnight prompt contemplation about the mysteries of existence.
The Tailless Fox. In the extreme vastness of a thick forest, home to many mystic phantoms, a trail camera was set to record the unnatural and daunting set of events. The footage revealed strange movements by a peculiar predator. An uninviting scene of wilderness surrounded by tranquility and enigmatic abandonment was captured. The tall trees, laden with twigs and bushes, looked gloomier than usual, as if it were a realm of some unwelcoming creature, a door to an unseen world of hostile creatures hungry for worldly beings. In the video, a peculiar creature was seen popping from nowhere in sight, with big, bright, beaming eyes wandering here and there for its prey. The creature looked like a fox, with no tail and a very abnormal facial structure. Unlike the quiet and stealthy nature of the skulk of foxes, this creature was hopping and jumping quickly in search of its prey. The animal remained for a few minutes and escaped from the frame. Witnessing such a creature can be spooky for some people. In contrast, for others, it raised a question about some other species of fox, or a fox without a tail due to some unfortunate events. However, nature is mystic and enigmatic. Mysterious Bridge Spectre Horror. In the middle of the night, a really scary video showed something unimaginably horrifying. In this video, there were some people walking along a desolate road, surrounded by a deep pitch-black darkness that seemed to engulf them completely. As they continued down this eerie path, an unsettling feeling of fear started to creep over them. Suddenly, something terrifying emerged, as if summoned from the deepest depths of despair. It was a tall, ghostly figure dressed in white, standing precariously on the edge of an old, crumbling bridge. Its presence felt like a warning of impending disaster. Those who saw it were overwhelmed by panic and rushed towards the mysterious figure. Driven by an instinct to help, their frantic cries cut through the silence of the night. But they couldn't reach in time. With a grim determination, the figure leaped from the edge of the bridge, falling into the abyss below. However, the truly chilling part was what happened next. Inexplicably, the ghostly figure didn't crash into the dark waters as you might expect. Instead, it vanished into the impenetrable darkness, leaving those who had witnessed this strange event utterly bewildered. They scoured the area, their hearts pounding with fear, but there was no sign of the figure. This unsettling incident left everyone with more questions than answers. What was that eerie creature? Why was it on the bridge? What dark purpose drove it to the edge of oblivion? Fear held them in its grip, like a thick, suffocated fog, sending shivers down their spines. Reality seemed to have unraveled into an unsolvable mystery, blurring the line between the world we know and the world of the supernatural. The secrets of that nightmarish encounter would forever remain hidden in the depths of the unknown, leaving everyone with a chilling riddle that defied explanation. Mysterious appearance of deer. In a quiet, everyday world where normal and extraordinary blend, a camera witnessed something strange. This happened on a peaceful day under the constant gaze of the sun, as if the world itself was keeping secrets. A man set out on a drive in his familiar car, unaware of the odd events that were about to shroud his reality. His car moved through the sunny spots of the day, heading to a calm park where nature usually held sway. Feeling inspired by the beauty around him, he aimed to capture a simple scene: 2 deer standing amidst the park's greenery. He pressed the camera's button, trying to capture the moment, but when he looked through the lens, a shiver ran down his spine. The 2 deer were no longer alone. A 3rd deer had appeared, seemingly out of thin air like a whisper from the unknown. The mystery grew deeper. The new deer looked normal, but its presence was eerie. It was like an ordinary deer, but felt otherworldly, a strange occurrence in the natural order. It stood there beside the regular deer, yet it existed in a way that defied what's normal. In that instant, the man's understanding of reality shattered, and confusion enveloped him. How could a deer just like the others appear without explanation? Where had it come from? And what world did it belong to? These questions were like puzzles, with no clear answers hidden in the strange picture. The camera didn't just capture a moment, it captured a puzzle that would stay with the man. It was a blend of the normal and the supernatural, where the riddle of the sudden appearance of the third deer remained unsolved, its ghostly presence lingering in the realm of the unexplained. Mysterious creature in snowy woods. In the snowy wilderness of Canada, a strange event unfolded. A worker in the oil fields found himself in the heart of this isolated forest, where winter held everything in a frozen embrace. The air was bitterly cold, and the worker's breath hung in the frigid air. Little did he know what he'd capture with his camera. The world was blanketed in a deep layer of snow, untouched by human presence. Then, out of nowhere, his camera revealed a mysterious figure hidden among the trees. This creature stood out against the white backdrop, a massive form like a guardian from the ancient past. The creature's dark shape seemed to blend with deep woods, and its eyes, two shining orbs in the darkness, locked onto the camera with an eerie intensity. What was going on in its puzzling mind? Was it just curious about the approaching vehicle, or did it have secret plans of its own? As the oil machinery softly hummed, the forest new visitor remained an unsolved puzzle. What kind of creature was it? Where did it come from? And what was its purpose? These questions hung in the icy air, forever unanswered. It was like a being from Canadian legends, a sentinel of the woods, a herald of the unknown. While the camera kept recording, the enigmatic creature stayed in the snow-covered landscape, a mystery etched in the vastness of Canada's wilderness, an enduring enigma that watched over the north. A spectator from another world. On a dark and gloomy night brimmed with uninviting voices that sounded like a cacophony of despair and sorrows, the camera trailed over a tapestry of the unusual wilderness of a forest, capturing the stillness of the landscape that veils over the entire jungle, painting it as a realm of obscured creatures. As the camera shifted its focus to capture the isolated vastness of the forest, a conjuring set of events took place. It got struck by an unnatural spectator, peeking from a distance. This uninviting creature appeared like a grim reaper draped in all white, gawking at the camera lens in all its satanic and ghostly enigma. This bone-chilling experience becomes even more vicious as the camera pans a bit closer to capture the horrors of that enigmatic creature. The porcelain face of that horrid creature remains expressionless as it moves with an uncanny subtle motion, adding gloominess to the phantasmic atmosphere, defying the laws of nature while questioning our faiths and beliefs about the mysterious world between the alive and the dead. This satanic and ghastly scene was a spine-tingling experience enough to baffle anyone out of its wits. A mystic forest serpent. Imagine strolling in a spooky forest laden with sky-climbing trees that had lost all their vibrancy and luster to a densely packed fog. The fog veils over the jungle, blocking every ray of hope and life, a preferred place for gruesome creatures. Shifting this paradigm to the real world, the camera caught a webbed appearance of trees twisted by a colossal rope that seemed to have spikes of green and yellow hues. The spiraled rope is of varied length, conjuring the forest into an inescapable maze. To our astonishment, as soon as the camera started focusing across the string, it slithered in subtle movements, slowly twisting the trees around its whole length. Amidst the rattling sounds and gloominess, the camera lens keeps paving its way across the sides of this gigantic rope, only to get struck by a humongous snake, a serpentine creature almost 20 feet long, swallowing the life out of these trees. This mystic creature had a skull-like head with a vast hollowness in its eyes, sharp-pointed teeth unlike any other anacondas ever captured on camera, and seemed all ready to devour its prey in a single gulp, leaving no traces behind. Mysterious Bigfoot Forest Enigma. In a big green forest, something strange happened. The sun looked down on a calm river, and the sounds of the water mixed with the noises of the trees. The river, surrounded by tall green trees, shared secrets of the leaves that whispered in the breeze. In the bright daytime, something appeared, a ghostly figure moving through the woods. It was kind of hard to see, like a mystery in the edge of your eyes. Was it part of the forest, or did it come from the dark parts? This thing, all wrapped up in mystery, looked like a huge legendary giant. Maybe the secret protector of the wild, the one people called Bigfoot. Covered in fur and moved with a clear goal. In its big hands it held something, but nobody could figure out what it was or why it was there. As this mysterious creature walked through the trees, the air felt full of questions. Every step made people wonder, but the leaves in the river stayed silent. The forest, keeping its secrets, watched as the strange figure disappeared into the shadows. What made it wander around? The puzzle hung in the air, a mystery written into the forest story, leaving everyone looking for answers. The meeting of the everyday world and the magical unknown continued, a story untold in the ancient, tree-filled hideaway. Crypted wheelchair. The camera recorded something very scary and mysterious. The air felt weird, full of questions. It made people uneasy. This cryptic video was recorded in a hospital. This horrible scene was captured by a security guard, and he uploaded it on social media. Some people informed us that we went off to the hospital for routine checkups where they noticed many paranormal things. The security guard of the hospital captured that the wheelchair was moving alone automatically with no one to support. No one was present here. This scene was looking so strange. It gave off a spooky feeling. There were some boys present in the hospital who were running with fear. This was really an exertion of a paranormal creature. The video brought up a lot of curious thoughts. People wondered if it was really a paranormal being or not. It is very doubtful that how this wheelchair was walking. Strange. It was a big mystery that everyone was trying to solve. It's all very exciting. Eerie Moment. In a spooky encounter caught on camera, a young woman in her 20s found herself watching over her parents' house. While she was at work, her phone rang with missed calls from her worried mother and a puzzling text message. What seemed like a regular message took a chilling turn as she played the attached video. Out of nowhere, a massive black bear appeared in the serene living room, a presence both strange and terrifying. What's really unsettling is the bear's behavior. It moves around the room with an eerie calmness, even casually placing its huge paws on the piano keys without any sign of worry. As if it were a messenger of the supernatural, defying the laws of nature and leaving behind an unsettling feeling of fear. Cursed Eagles Golf. In the eerie setting of Tampa, Florida, specifically at the Cursed Eagles golf course, a group of unsuspecting men ready to tee off stumbled upon a nightmarish spectacle that would haunt their dreams. Their eyes widened in terror as they beheld not one, but two colossal 11-foot gators locked in a grotesque supernatural battle near a sinister pond.
The ladies tee? I don't think so.
No, I want a picture of me teeing off with them right there.
Yeah, right.
The vile beast withered and thrashed, their grotesque bodies entwined, making it impossible to discern which eldritch horror held the upper hand. Yet an unspoken dread hung heavy in the air, suggesting that the larger monstrosity was gaining a malevolent advantage. Such spine-tingling encounters, while not unheard of, sent shivers down the spines of those unfortunate witnesses, especially when captured on a cursed camera in the unholy grounds of a golf course. These battles between unholy gators, fueled by a dark and ancient animosity, typically arise from blasphemous territorial disputes, or the coveting of profane prime real estate in a cursed realm where only the most sinister survive.
Holy look at that.
I'd be careful because when he lets go of that tail.
Night forest, ghostly cries. In the dark forest at night, something scary happened. A person in a car recorded it with their camera. The video felt strange, like it had a spooky power. From the hidden parts of the forest, a weird cry echoed. It sounded like a sad woman, but you couldn't see her. The video made it all mysterious. As the video played, it made the air feel heavy and scary. The woman's cries mixed with the forest sounds, making it hard to tell what was real. It felt like the living and the ghostly were all mixed up. The car in the middle of the wild saw everything. The people inside felt both interested and scared. The normal world seemed to break as the cries echoed, making a strange scene. No face came with the sad cries, so you didn't know if it was a real woman or a ghost. The answer stayed a mystery, making everyone who saw it feel unsure. From the deep part of the dark forest, the scary sounds marked the minds of those who watched. It sent shivers down their spines, showing how creepy things can hide in the night. Giant snake. In a regular house during the day, a secret video showed something strange. A really big snake was hiding behind the room's roof. It was so big that it scared everyone. Suddenly, the snake broke the roof and showed itself completely. It was long and wide, making everyone feel really scared. No one knew where this snake came from. This huge snake did mysterious things, like a dance with the roof. It was like a magic show, and it surprised everyone watching the video. The snake was like a king in the room, making everything else seem not important. People watching couldn't believe their eyes. It was so strange and big that it gave them chills. When the roof broke, it was like a secret being revealed. Everyone watching was curious about where this giant snake came from. It was like a big question in the air. Where did the snake come from? And what secrets did it bring with it? This mysterious moment was like a strange and confusing picture. The snake, like a ghost, left a strong mark on everyone's thoughts. In the quiet house, people kept thinking about the strange encounter. The big question stayed in the air. Where did the snake appear from, and what secrets did it have?
Dark Forest Nightmare Unveiled. As the sun disappeared, the camera captured something bone-chilling. Two friends strolled through the darkening forest, unaware of the terrors that lay ahead. The woods were now shrouded in darkness, concealing eerie secrets. Their footsteps, seemingly gentle, hinted at an impending storm. The crickets' chirping filled the air, but it felt like a warning of doom. Then the unthinkable occurred. A monstrous and unnatural creature emerged from the heart of the forest. This colossal, malevolent being was as dark as the night, moving with an eerie grace among the ancient trees. Its features were hidden in an aura of malevolence, sending shivers down the spines of the two friends. Panic overcame them, and their trembling hands struggled to capture the horrifying sight. The air grew cold, thick with an unsettling tension as the creature cast a sinister shadow. It defied the laws of nature, a grotesque anomaly in our world. It was a mystery, a horrifying distortion of reality that made the forest itself seem terrifying. In those terrifying moments, the two friends were on the brink of unimaginable terror. Their trembling hands recorded a scene of fear that would haunt their dreams. The footage became proof of the unspeakable horrors that can emerge when a world and the abyss collide. A giant figure. In the quiet mountains, a strange occurrence unfolded before the camera, casting an eerie atmosphere over the surroundings. The air grew heavy, sending shivers down everyone's spines. A bizarre and unsettling sight came into view, leaving observers perplexed. In the heart of the Rocky Mountains, a mysterious creature stood, its exact form eluding comprehension, a puzzle challenging anyone to decipher. Then along a solitary road winding through the towering peaks, the camera captured the presence of an immense figure. This being so tall that it defied the norms of human stature, transcending the bounds of possibility. The entire scene felt peculiar and instilled a sense of unease in those who beheld it. Questions arose about the nature of this extraordinary entity, stretching the limits of explanation. Yet as time passed, the mystery remained unsolved, leaving all witnesses puzzled and slightly unnerved. Even today, the true identity of this colossal creature remains an enigma, a profound and inexplicable riddle that lingers in the annals of the strange and unknown. A haunted house. On a dark night, a camera captured something very mysterious and scary. The air felt strange and gave everyone an uneasy feeling. In the video, a strange creature appeared, something out of the ordinary. It was looking very haunted, as well as an eerie being. There was a creepy, haunted house sending chills down spines. Through the camera, a glimpse of a haunting figure at a window was recorded. The scene was truly terrifying. The creature was there, lurking at the back window of the building. Its presence made everyone feel uneasy. This haunted creature was caught peeking out of the building window. It was looking very scary and cryptic. The footage showed an enigmatic and unsettling scene. It's a deep mystery still unknown. Nobody knows what it was. Is it really a paranormal entity or something else entirely? It remains a puzzle waiting to be solved. Some operators define it as a paranormal thing, and some are saying that it is something else, like a bird or an animal. But it was not found what it was.
Mysterious fox feeding video. In the daytime, something strange happened. A house, all alone, had a hidden purpose. 8 foxes, like silent guardians of the wilderness, gathered in a mysterious way near the house. They were waiting for someone to give them food. When the door opened, an invisible hand threw pieces of bread to these foxes.
Good morning. Good morning, my baby bunny.
Each fox moved quickly and gracefully to get their food. It was like a strange dance between nature and something unknown. The person giving the food and the clever foxes seemed to have an unspoken agreement that only they understood. This unusual connection happened every day, making it a strange and puzzling scene under the sunlight.
Papa. 1. 2.
The Lion and the Turtle. In the dim evening, something strange happened. A huge lion with a dark mane was on a video near a river. It looked like a ghostly show. The lion went to the river and drank water. Then an old turtle came near the lion right at its mouth. Surprisingly, the turtle wasn't scared. The lion and the turtle had a secret understanding, and the lion continued to drink water. The river sound was like a spooky song. The lion kept its eyes on the turtle and drank water. It was a very shocking event for everyone that how the turtle didn't afraid of the lion, and why the lion didn't get offended by the turtle. Some thought that probably both of them were friends. It was a weird and puzzling moment, like a mystery in nature that left everyone watching in wonder.
Wolf versus Wolverine. The camera captured an incredibly rare and unsettling sight. In a dark and blurry image, something terrifying unfolded. Instead of a typical wolf, a fierce Wolverine appeared. Its appearance strange and creepy, making it difficult to comprehend. They engaged in an eerie dance like a spooky ritual. The atmosphere grew heavy and peculiar, unsettling everyone involved. The two creatures fought intensely, a chaotic tangle of fur and teeth. The Wolverine repeatedly bit the wolf, producing gruesome sounds. Their struggle resembled a deeply unsettling embrace. The larger Wolverine seemed like a specter of fear, knowing precisely where to strike, filling the other creature with terror. They continued their battle, seemingly trapped in a grim fate. This chilling scene was captured by the unfeeling camera, a stark reminder of how strange and frightening things can become in the darkest corners of our world. Playful black bear. Once upon a moonlit night deep in the forest land, a clever invention known as a trail camera was set up by a group of intimates. This magical device could capture secret moments of nature when no one was watching. One starry night when the world was fast asleep, a big furry black bear wandered into the camera's view. It was not just passing through, it had a frisky plan in mind. The bear, with beats in his eyes, discovered a pile of various balls. At first it roamed at the plastic balls, transferring them, bouncing and rolling through the air like comets. But also, it had a brilliant idea. It set up a hard rubber ball and gave it a potent chomp, converting it into a flat, droopy plaything. The bear's darkness capers were caught on camera, turning a simple night in the forest land into a mesmerizing story of a bear's late-night playtime. This alluring videotape reminds us that truly in the quietest of moments, nature has its own tales to tell. Snow leopard on trail cam. In the snowy night, a quiet wilderness turns into a mysterious stage under the glowing moon. A special camera catches a cast into the hidden world of a strong and sneaky snow leopard, its spotted fur disappearing in the frosty scenery. In the dark, the clever hunter drags its prey's limp bodies across the icy ground. It's like watching a secret play, with the snow making a crunchy sound under the leopard's soft paws. The camera sees the leopard's smooth moves, its muscles showing under the silver moonlight. The snow leopard's eyes shine with an old wisdom as it walks through the snowy land, alone in the big space. The prey, breathless in the snow, tells a sad story of the leopard's nightly hunt. The predator moves with a clear goal only known to the wild, creating a picture of survival in the freezing cold. The video from the camera shows a timeless form of life and death, where the snow leopard is the quiet ruler of the icy land, a ghostly protector of the snowy night. The brown bear. One sunny day in the mountains, a big brown bear decided to rest and came to a friendly man. The bear had a mix of dark and light brown fur, and its eyes sparkled with curiosity. The man, surprised but not scared, looked at the bear with a grin. They sat together, enjoying the peaceful mountain view. The bear seemed happy, looking at the man now and then as if sharing the joy. Birds chirped above, and a soft breeze moved the tree leaves hard. The two pals made a special scene surrounded by nature's beauty. The guy, feeling calm, decided to share some nuts with the bear. He took them out, and to everyone's joy, the bear happily accepted. They sat together peacefully, creating an unexpected goodwill in the heart of the mountains. A story of harmony between a person and nature. Cursed forest horror scene. The camera showed something really scary. There was a creepy forest, and next to it, a spooky road. It was daytime, but everything looked eerie. Two bikes were all smashed up on the road like there had been a really bad accident. It gave me chills to see them. And then, out of the dark forest, this horrible thing came out. I can't even describe it. It was like a nightmare come to life. It looked at the camera like it wanted to scare the life out of whoever was watching. Its smile was all twisted and wicked, and it made me feel super uncomfortable. This creature's smile was terrifying, like something from another world. It spread fear all around, making everyone who saw it feel really scared. The forest, which was already kind of scary, now seemed even worse because of this strange creature. The camera recorded it all, but it didn't explain anything. Nobody knew what this awful thing was or why it showed up. It left a big mystery and fear in everyone who saw it. It was a moment that gave everyone the creeps, and it's something you'd never forget. Mountain lion screams. Deep in the thick jungle, a man sat quietly, watching and waiting. He held his weapon ready for any animal that might come his way. The air felt heavy with excitement as he anticipated a possible catch. Out of nowhere, a scary roar broke the peaceful scene. The man's heart raced and his eyes widened in surprise. Seemed to appear in the air, echoing the beats of his pounding heart. The jungle echoed with a loud roar of a lion, its powerful voice spreading throughout the trees. Fear took hold of the man, and he held his breath in suspense. In a panic, he looked around, trying to find where the frightening sound came from. The danger hung in the air. Every noise, every snap of a shoot added to the stress. The man, once a calm hunter, now felt like he hunted. The jungle, once a peaceful stage, turned into an intense story of survival, with a man right in the middle of it. Tiny wild piglets. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a lush timber, there was a quiet world filled with bitty phenomena. It was a place where the secrets of the wild unfolded beneath the vigilant eye of a trail camera. One sunny autumn, as the camera stood still in the midst of swaying ferns and towering trees, it captured a mesmerizing spectacle. A family of bitsy wild piglets surfaced from the green, their bitsy hooves making soft rustling sounds on the timber bottom. These piglets, slightly larger than a sprinkle, were the actual substance of lovable. Their furs were a mottled mixture of earthy browns and gentle pinks, blending seamlessly with the dappled sun that filtered through the leaves. With curious snouts, they explored their world, bedding around for delicious morsels and rolling in the cool slush. Each bone had its own personality, displaying a unique blend of mischief and caution. Their mom, a sturdy spot, kept a close eye on her hell-raising seed, guiding them through the timber and tutoring them the ways of the wild. Her vigilant presence was a memorial of the delicate balance of nature. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the trail camera continued to capture the alluring capers of these bitsy piglets. It was a magical eye into a world where the small and the wild thrived, and the timber brooded its continuing stories to those who wanted to hear. Strange creatures caught on cam. Once upon a moonlit night in the heart of a thick, shadowy wood, there stood a trail camera, quietly watching over the secrets of the forest land. This camera, a curious gadget, was set up to capture the quiet miracles of nature. Little did it know that it was about to record a commodity that would shoot jitters down the backbones of anyone who dared to prove it. As the night wore on, the creepy silence was broken by a strange rustling. Out of the darkness, critters arose unlike any that had ever been seen ahead. Their eyes, glowing like fiery embers in the night, pierced through the wraps of darkness. They moved with an unnatural grace, their movements fluid and unsettling. These critters were neither beast nor man. Their branches were stretched, their skin a sickly pale cast. They sounded to communicate in hushed whispers that transferred jitters through the genuine trees themselves. The trail camera captured their every move, each frame more unsettling than the last. The videotape of these disturbing, creepy, and strange critters with their glowing eyes would ever remain etched in the memory of those who stumbled upon it, a chilling memorial that in the depths of nature, puzzles and demons beyond imagination may lurk. A giant wolf. In the heart of the sprawling forest land where the trees stood high and proud, an epic spectacle unfolded on a bright and sunny day. The timber was alive with the chittering of booze and the rustling of leaves, but an unforeseen drop-in had just made its entrance, a colossal wolf, unlike any other. This giant wolf, with fur as dark as night, surfaced from the dark with an acute aggressiveness. Its muscles splashed under its satiny fleece as it prowled through the green. The sun shafts reflected off its important frame, creating an admiration, inspiring sight that transferred and shook down the backbone of any critter hard. But what drew the attention of all, both critters big and small, was the sight of a lone doggy standing at the edge of a clearing. This doggy, a faithful companion to a mortal, was small in comparison to the giant wolf. Yet it held its ground with a frippery that couldn't be denied. As the pressure in the timber thickened, the giant wolf suddenly dashed toward the doggy, its eyes burning with determination. The world sounded to hold its breath as the two doggies closed the distance between them, and the wood bore proof to a clash of majestic ends. Creepy man. In a quiet forest where trees share secrets with the wind, something spooky happened. A creepy man hidden in the darkness slowly came out, like a mysterious creature waking up.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
He moved without making a sound, like leaves rumoring in the night. A sneaky camera hidden in the trees recorded this scary moment. The lens showed the man's ghostly figure crawling out from the thick bushes, with his eyes giving off a weird glow.
Just some cruisers, man.
The moon's pale light touched his strange face, making the branches above seem scared. As the camera mugged each strange move, the air got really tense. The man's presence was like a scary puzzle the forest did not want to figure out. His crawling shadow against the dark background gave everyone goosebumps, telling a spooky story without words. The forest, once a peaceful place, now kept the secret of the crawling man, a mystery frozen in the camera's stare. The recorded video turned into a rumored tale shared by those who believed in spooky things, leaving a lasting memory in the scared soul of the woods.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
Chilling forest mystery. In a spooky, dark forest at night, a trail camera recorded something that would terrify even the bravest people. The woods were eerily quiet, except for the rustling of leaves, which seemed burdened with hidden truths. In the midst of this ominous darkness, the trail camera spotted a single deer. It moved gracefully through the forest, bathed in silver moonlight. The deer's isolation in the midst of this unknown territory added to the sense of unease. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a mysterious figure appeared behind the deer. It had a strange, indistinct shape that left observers with an eerie feeling. This figure didn't walk like a normal person. It glided, defying the laws of nature. As it got closer to the camera, its intentions became even more baffling. Instead of just passing by, it stood in front of the camera for a while, casting a terrifying monstrous shadow, and then suddenly disappeared. The figure's features were concealed by impenetrable darkness, leaving nothing but a sense of impending dread. Nobody can make sense of it. The frozen image and the trail camera defied any logical explanation. It was an enigma that sent shivers down the spines of all who saw it, a riddle that had no solution. This malevolent mystery hinted at ancient sinister forces lurking within the unknown heart of the forest, their secrets woven into the sinister tapestry of the night. Bears chocked off by a French Bulldog. In a quiet house during a sunny midday, a camera captured a scene that felt extraordinary. Shadows moved mysteriously across the room, hiding their secrets, as sunlight peeked through the curtains, creating an intriguing atmosphere. At the heart of this mysterious setting was Jules, a small French Bulldog weighing only 20 pounds. He might have seemed too tiny to face a challenge, but Jules had a bravery that went beyond his size. On this day, he would show remarkable courage. Outside, there were strange visitors near the house. Massive bears, formidable and curious, loitered with an air of uncertainty. The world held its breath as the fearless bulldog confronted these intimidating intruders. Jules, although small in the grand scheme of things, didn't hesitate to protect his territory with an intensity that defied logic. With each step he took, Jules barked with a resounding authority, his fearless spirit echoing through the air. His small stature didn't matter when faced with the large bears. It was as though an ancient warrior spirit flowed within him, urging him onward. The camera captured every determined move, every fearless bark, and every glance that seemed to challenge the very essence of nature. In these moments, the line between the ordinary and the extraordinary blurred. A small dog, unwavering in the face of danger, stood as the guardian of his domain. Jules' remarkable act of bravery became a part of history, leaving an enduring mark on the story of a mysterious day. The scene, unfolding in broad daylight, remained an enigma to those who witnessed it, a testament to the deep and impenetrable mysteries of courage, resilience, and the bond between humans and animals. Surprising UFO sighting. Absolutely amazing. Imagine a bunch of people all at once recording a really shocking moment on video. Get ready for this. A UFO. Yes, a real UFO decided to visit. And guess where? Right in Glasgow, a busy city. I gotta say, isn't it hard to believe? Up in the sky over Glasgow, a UFO showed up, hovering mysteriously. Think about a scene that made everyone's jaw drop and caught them by surprise. The shock and amazement spread quickly because people couldn't believe what they were seeing. And all this, every single unbelievable moment was recorded on camera for everyone to watch. Let's talk about how surprising this is. This video is a big deal. It's made everyone super amazed, with lots of ideas and excitement going around even faster than you can blink. Who would have thought that a normal day could suddenly become a close encounter with aliens right in the middle of Glasgow? So if you're ready to be amazed, make sure to watch this mind-blowing video. It's not just surprising, it's like taking a special trip to a world of astonishment. A mysterious mouse? The camera captured a rare and mysterious sighting on a dark, unsettling night. The atmosphere was eerie, making it difficult to comprehend what was happening. The air felt heavy, adding to the unease in the surroundings. This unusual event unfolded on a small, grassy field. As the camera panned, it revealed the presence of a strange and cryptic creature that resembled a mouse, but had an unnatural, eerie glow in its eyes. The creature moved about the ground, emitting cryptic vibes that left the operator uneasy. This peculiar characteristic was often associated with paranormal entities. The footage recorded by the camera presented a truly enigmatic and unsettling scene. The question on everyone's mind was, what was this creature? This occurrence left people both uneasy and curious, prompting them to contemplate the nature of this cryptic being and the mysterious events on the grassy field. It remained a mystifying and puzzling clip. With the intent of this being still unknown. The shark. At a brackish pond, an unusual event unfolded when a colossal white shark made an appearance. Normally, sharks and whales inhabit vast oceans, so encountering one in a petite pond was utterly perplexing. The atmosphere grew dense and peculiar, instilling unease in all who witnessed this eerie sight. The shark's presence felt eerie and foreboding, casting an eerie aura over the observer behind the camera. The shark swam solitary in the confined waters, intensifying the already strange ambience. People couldn't fathom why it had ventured into this unlikely habitat. The enigma surrounding its presence endured, a riddle without a solution. The entire scene left everyone mystified and full of questions. The camera captured this rare phenomenon, but its peculiarity remained elusive. The shark's presence was incongruous and its motives shrouded in mystery. The person behind the lens experienced a blend of fear and curiosity, bearing witness to an event that was undeniably strange and disconcerting. The question of why the shark had chosen that peculiar pond remains unanswered to this day. The ghost of Hamptons Court Palace. During long and gloomy winters, a video surfaced over the internet that sent chills down the spine of their viewers. A ghastly set of events was witnessed in one of the historical places of Hampton. A hostile creature was caught on one of the CCTV cameras of Hampton's Court Palace. The camera recorded the rare view of the place in all its gloomiest glory during the coldest winter nights in the USA. The significant historical door can be seen in the footage, surrounded by dilapidated walls and windows. As the video moves forward, a formidable creature is seen at the door. This mystic creature had a lean figure, like a skeleton draped in a white cloth that extended from the end of its face and fell to its feet. Its face was blurred, almost a vague shadow of two eyes gawking through the doors. The mystic yet daunting creature is seen opening the doors of the court palace, and then closing them in a relatively swift shift of events. The camera captured a horrendous sight that was enough to keep tourists from visiting such a splendid historical site. The bewildered fox. Imagine a predator getting afraid of its dismantled and dismembered prey, an appalling sight. Such a series of events was seen on a trail camera installed in perilous forests amidst the homes of obscured creatures. As the video began, a lonely fox was seen wandering through the forest, a rare event as foxes hunt with their leash. The fox was witnessed moving quietly and stealthily over a pile of dismantled animal corpses. The heap of dismembered flesh seemed to be a leftover of some other predator who didn't enjoy its prey and left it for other envious predators. The fox quietly sniffed the meat and lunged over the skeleton to nibble the flesh. Still, the lifeless structure made some uninviting movements due to its withered body. The fox felt a sudden thrust that baffled him out of his wits. It tried getting a bite of flesh, but those forceful thrusts were enough to keep it away from the slaughtered animal. The movement seemed unnatural, as if the fox had seen some supernatural force pulling the flesh for itself, or it could be a strong gust of wind. Night walkers haunting Enigma. In the dark of the night, something truly terrifying appeared in front of a camera, sending shivers down the spine. It was an eerie figure wandering through the empty streets, and it looked like a nightmarish riddle. This strange being had 2 legs, a twisted body, and a head, but it had no arms. Its movements were eerie and unnatural, making it more unsettling than anything you'd encounter in a nightmare. People had started calling these bizarre creatures night walkers. They were creatures of mystery, hovering between being harmless specters and malicious demons. No one could say for sure what their intentions were, and that uncertainty bred fear. Fear spread like a contagious disease among those who caught a glimpse of these unholy figures. With each passing night, their numbers seemed to grow like a dark and dreadful epidemic. The atmosphere became heavy with anxiety, as if the very night had birthed these dreadful apparitions. The origin of these night walkers were concealed in obscurity, as if they emerged from a sinister abyss hidden from human understanding. Nobody could decipher their purpose, assuming they even had one. They remained shrouded in a veil of impenetrable malevolence. The unrelenting camera, acting as an unwavering witness, captured the panic that had engulfed a world thrust into chaos by these strange and unknown entities. Whatever these night walkers were, and whatever sinister motives they concealed, they remained a riddle that only promised terror and despair to those who dared to face their cursed presence. The chilling mystery of their existence loomed large, casting an everlasting shadow over the already frightened hearts of humanity. King of the Jungle. Deep in a huge wild forest, a big royal animal with a shiny gold-colored mane and strong paws went on a special journey. One sunny day, while the sky was all warm and painted with colors, the lion found a place it had never seen before. It was really interesting, so it looked around with its sharp eyes, and something really magical happened. A bright, sunny spot appeared, full of various plants, as the lion went in more. A soft breath brought the smell of flowers it did not know. All of a sudden, a crackling sound caught its attention. Through the thick leaves, the lion saw flickering flames making a warm and light show. Feeling curious and forgetting to be careful, the lion moved closer to the sound. In between the trees, it found an open space where a captivating fire was making crackling sounds and spreading a warm light on the ground. The lion, totally caught up in this amazing sight, sat down and watched the fire's enchanting hop in this secret part of the wild. Mysterious Dogman. This picture showed that in the dark forest, a strange scene unfolded. A mysterious creature, part wolf, part something else, walked quietly on a lonely road. It looked powerful and graceful dogman hidden in the dark. This creature seemed to be from another world, crossing into ours. Was it a protector of the mystical or a messenger with hidden stories? The road kept its secrets, not giving any clues. Under the moon's light, whispers of questions moved through the trees. Why was this creature here? What secrets did it bring? The answers stayed hidden. People couldn't understand the mysteries of this nighttime visitor, leaving only questions in the quiet woods. Cubs attack. Up high in the rough mountains, a big fight happened between a mommy bear and a huge daddy bear. The mommy bear had her cute babies with her, and she really wanted to protect them. The air felt super tense as the mommy bear, full of courage, faced the giant daddy bear. The little bear cubs stayed close, looking wide-eyed and curious, while their mama growled all tough. The daddy bear, super big with strong paws and a thick furry coat, did not back down. They both roared really loudly, making the mountains shake. The mommy bear, not scared of the big daddy, jumped into action, claws swiping through the cool mountain air. The baby bears watched in amazement as their mama defended them like a superhero. As the big fight got really intense, the whole mountain turned into a wild stage. It was like a survival game, and you could feel it in every moment. Even after the loud fight ended, the echoes stayed, marking the wild place where tough animals live, showing how strong and wild nature can be.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
Paranormal Nightmare unfolds. Late at night, in a creepy, dimly lit house, something strange happened. A man was sleeping peacefully, but then he heard weird noises that woke him up. He felt scared and quickly grabbed his flashlight. He shined the light around it, trying to figure out where the noises were coming from. Suddenly, the room's heavy door slowly creaked open from the corner. It didn't look like a person had done it. It was more like some invisible evil power.
Yo!
Fear took over and he rushed out of the room, stumbling into the dark hallway. The only light was from his shaky flashlight. Terrifying footsteps echoed up the stairs, getting closer and more eerie. In a panic, he ran to another room and woke up his friend.
Bro. Are you hearing this? I think there's someone in the fucking attic.
He told the whole scary story in hushed, trembling words. His friend's eyes filled with horror as they both realized they were not alone in this terrifying nightmare. No normal explanation could make sense of what was happening. They clung to each other, terrified and unable to understand who or what was behind these dreadful events. The night held its dark secrets, trapping them in a world of fear, and the truly horrifying was just beginning. Mysterious Market Meat Eater. In a busy market, something very strange happened that left everyone puzzled and a bit scared. There was a girl, and at first glance, she seemed like any other shopper going about her business in the midst of people doing their daily shopping. But then things took a bizarre turn. Amid the hustle and bustle of the market, this girl suddenly made her way to the meat section. There, she grabbed a packet of raw meat and tore it open with her hands. People nearby were shocked and couldn't believe their eyes as she started eating the raw meat. It was a horrifying sight. She devoured the meat as if she had a never-ending hunger, almost like she craved blood. Her expression was strange, and it felt like she had become something otherworldly, something not quite human. The onlookers were frozen in a mix of fear and curiosity. This wasn't just breaking social norms. It was like she had crossed into a realm of darkness that was beyond understanding. People began to wonder if she was some kind of supernatural being, straddling the line between the living and the dead. The mystery only deepened as time passed. Who was this girl, and what drove her to do this disturbing act? Whispers and stories started circulating about her, making her seem like a creature from another world. But the truth remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve right there in the bewildering market. Even now, the memory of that strange incident haunts that community. It serves as a chilling reminder that the line between the everyday and the unexplainable can be surprisingly thin. The mystery of the girl who ate raw meat, her reasons, and who she really was, continues to baffle and frighten, leaving a lasting mark on the history of the unexplained. Paranormal Mystery. The shopping center security camera captured some puzzling events. In the video, a security guard was seen holding a faint light, surveying the area. He continued to look around, venturing into a well-lit area briefly, and then seemed to vanish for a moment. However, this disappearance was likely due to the distant glow of the light. The video took a terrifying turn when the guard was struck by an unseen force. In the far corner of the screen, something hit him with great force, and he fell to the ground. Spectators rushed to his aid. Later, he was pushed again by an inexplicable and formidable power, but he valiantly resisted it. This paranormal sighting in a public place left spectators in sheer horror. The guard was convinced that something beyond the realm of normalcy had struck him. He adamantly claimed that it was not a matter of doubt, but the work of a paranormal spirit. Many people believed in this mysterious presence, and the video seemed to corroborate their beliefs. Despite the chilling evidence, the true nature of the entity and its intentions remained shrouded in mystery. The incident sent shockwaves through the community, with fears that others might also be affected. The unexplained event in the shopping center left everyone with a sense of unease, and questions lingered about what had truly transpired and why it had targeted the security guard. Mysterious baby. In a spooky, dimly lit room, a tiny baby was playing all alone. But this wasn't just an ordinary baby. It babbled and giggled as though it believed someone else was there, even though the room was empty. The person recording felt a sense of unease in the air. This scene was not giving any good vibes to the operator. It is very uneasy. The baby seemed upset, crying out as if someone needed help. Nearby, there was a sad, broken chair. Then something odd occurred. The baby fell to the floor, legs flailing as if someone was causing it pain. The baby's cries filled the room, sending shivers down everyone's spines. It was a frightening, bone-chilling scene that scared everyone who saw it. Could there be something otherworldly happening? This video remains a puzzle, leaving us all wondering about the baby's fate. The air felt odd, as if it held hidden secrets. It was a deep, puzzling mystery that still remains unknown and puzzling. Aliens mystery. The video showed something really strange and scary. It looked like an alien. The air felt weird, full of questions. This alien was like something from a mystery story. It looked odd and made people uneasy. Its skin was very pale, and it looked skinny. It gave off a spooky feeling. In movies and books, we often see aliens, but this video suggested they might be real. It was like a big puzzle. Was it really an alien? That's still a big question. It's a deep mystery that people are trying to figure out. This video might be proof that aliens are real, but we're not sure yet. It's all very exciting and puzzling. The video brought up a lot of curious thoughts. People wondered if it was really an alien or something else. It looked so strange and made everyone feel a little uneasy. The alien had really pale skin and was quite skinny. It gave off a spooky feeling, like in a scary story. In movies and books, we often see aliens, but this video made it seem like they might actually exist. It's like a big mystery that everyone's trying to solve. Could this be the proof that aliens are real? It's all very exciting and confusing. Dogman caught on cam. In a quiet forest at sunset, something really amazing came off. A camera on a tree recorded a strange creature called a Dogman. The sun went down, making long, dark, and thick trees. Suddenly, a noise in the bushes caught the camera's attention. A creature came out with a person's body, but a dog's head, sneaking through the trees. Its fur had browns and grays, making it blend in perfectly. The Dogman's ears perked up, smelling the air to sense something close. In the fading sunlight, its eyes shone like magic. The camera zoomed in, showing the creature's strong body and dog-like features. The Dogman moved smoothly, nearly like a ghost going through the forest with a blend of human and animal skills. People who saw the movie were really interested in the riddle critter. The Dogman faded into the dark, leaving everyone curious and with lots of questions about what secrets the timber hides. A cow moose? The camera captured a rare and mysterious scene. It was recorded in the mountains. This cryptic creature was moving on a plain road in the quiet heart of the mountains. A peculiar tale unfolded before the camera's watchful gaze. Its steps, measured on a plain road, entered the frame, shrouded in secrecy. No one in the land had glimpsed its form prior, a true enigma of nature. This elusive being, a cow moose, bore the telltale signs of a female carrying a dignified hump on her broad shoulder, an emblem of feminine strength. Below her chin, a curious flap of skin hung, a unique touch in this mysterious mosaic. It actually seemed like it was a female moose because it had a large hump on its shoulder. It was actually a physical appearance of a female body. It also had a flap of skin beneath the chin. It had brain worms. This species is a slender roundworm commonly found in the brain cavity. This thread-like worm can be found in spaces and veins surrounding the brain. It had a brain moose that was actually thread-like worms surrounded in veins or brain. It was moving here and there and vibrating in a very cryptid manner.
Cryptic forest specter.
You see it? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, that's not a deer. What the devil is that?
In a dark forest at night, a secret video showed glowing eyes of a mysterious creature. The creature standing in the unknown, its eyes shining through the darkness. As the camera saw this strange being, the people filming struggled with not knowing, feeling confused. A ghostly figure appeared in the night, its glowing eyes shining strangely. The trees whispered a spooky mystery, and the leaves rustled with an eerie harmony. Was it a wild animal or a scary thing from nightmares? In the video, people disagreed about what the creature could be. Some thought it might be a powerful bear, while others feared it was a lion, a royal yet terrifying force hiding in the shadows.
I see you. Those eyes are wide, too.
The true identity of the creature stayed hidden in the dark. The creature's shape disappeared into the darkness, leaving only its glowing eyes. It stared at the camera, sending shivers down the spines of those trying to understand its mystery. In the middle of the night, where reality and strange things mixed, the video showed a scene of worry and fear. The mysterious creature, a hidden ghost, danced strangely with the camera. Its glowing eyes were like a doorway to something unknown. Without showing teeth or fur, it remained a mysterious part of the shadows, leaving its mark on the unknown.
Those are big eyes. Mm-hmm. Hello.
The haunting white mask. In a quiet, dimly lit room, something truly curious unfolded. A camera was exactly placed by a person, eager to capture any abnormal things. As the night settled in, the room was screened in haunting silence, broken only by the casual rustling of leaves outdoors. Suddenly, a faded, ghostly face came up in the darkness, covered by a chilly white mask. It was a haunting sight, staring through the window like a mysterious apparition. The camera, strategically placed, caught this surreal moment, setting it in time. The man behind the camera watched in wonder, suspicious of what he'd just witnessed. Was it a prank, a ghostly encounter, or something else entirely? The mysterious figure outside remained a silent riddle, leaving the room filled with a disturbing air of the unknown. This strange event, captured on camera, left observers with a spine-clinking mystification to consider. Creepy spectral encounter. In the dark, spooky night, a creepy video showed up on a lonely road. Next to it was a scary park, keeping its secrets. A camera saw two ghosts appear. They were like light without any clear shape in the darkness. These ghostly things didn't follow the usual rules of being seen, but the camera was brave and caught them. They raced out of the mysterious park, moving super fast and blending into the night. When they got to the road, something strange pushed them ahead, and they glowed in a weird way. The camera, kind of forced to be part of this ghostly stuff, filmed them going to some unknown place. A weird, uneasy feeling filled the air as the ghosts vanished back into the darkness. Since they didn't really look like anything, it left everyone puzzled and a bit scared. This video wasn't just a normal recording. It was like a door to something we can't understand. A spooky reminder that sometimes the line between the living and the mysterious can be crossed. Each part of the video told a story of these strange ghosts, like a scary movie that played on people's fears. This strange meeting with things we can't explain stayed in people's minds, making them feel weird. The road, once just a regular place, now had seen something spooky hidden in the darkness. Proof that strange mysteries are out there when the world is covered in night. Eerie Bigfoot encounter.
Dude. That is massive.
In the dark woods at night, a mysterious video showed something big. The shadows in the video made it all spooky, like a secret dance. The night itself seemed to make it even more mysterious. In this video, you could see two glowing eyes in the dark. They belonged to a huge and mysterious creature hiding in the shadows. People watching the video felt like they were part of a strange dance with something they couldn't understand. The dark woods turned into a weird stage, and the main character was the creature with glowing eyes. The video gave a quick look into a world of strange and unknown things.
Dude. That is massive.
And it made a strong impression on those who saw it. The creature, said to be the famous Bigfoot, stayed hidden in the darkness. You couldn't see its full shape because it stayed in the shadows. But those shining eyes told a story of something beyond what people could easily believe. It made the ones who saw it feel a bit scared and amazed at the same time. When the video ended, the mystery stayed in the air. A creepy feeling stuck with those who dared to explore the supernatural side of the woods. The glowing eyes of the hidden giant stayed in the memories of the people who saw the mysterious encounter in the dark forest.
You seen it on camera?
Cryptic night encounter. In the dark, a weird video showed a huge creature by a fence. It was big and mysterious, making everyone scared. We couldn't see its face well, but it gave us all the creeps. This strange giant stood there quietly, hidden in the night. We didn't know what it wanted, keeping its secrets in its giant shape. The night told secrets, and the scary creature made everyone feel uneasy. In a strange way, it jumped over the fence, sending a cold shiver through the night. We had no idea what happened next. Too confusing for us to understand. The air felt weird, like something unknown was there. Hearts pounded, asking, what was this thing? Whispers in the wind told stories of a giant mystery that didn't make sense. Afterward, people couldn't forget that spooky night. The video, a scary reminder of something strange, kept its secrets. It left a chilling feeling for those brave enough to think about the mysterious creature. It became a strange story, like a ghost in our minds, making us wonder about things we couldn't understand. Dogman staring at the camera. In the woods during the day, the camera saw something mysterious. A dogman, a hidden creature among the trees. The camera focused on it, like an unblinking eye watching a secret dance between nature and this elusive being. As the camera got closer, the dogman's intentions became a mystery. It stared at the camera with a captivating gaze, as if trying to see into the person behind it. The mystery deepened, and the creature's true self remained hidden behind a blurry screen. When zoomed in, the video showed a confusing picture. Dogman's features were unclear, covered in the mystery of the forest. Was it a guardian spirit or an ancient forest creature with stories to tell? People who watched the video were confused. They wondered about the connection between the person filming and Dogman. Why did the Dogman choose that moment to show up? And what secrets lingered in the woods? The answers stayed quiet, a puzzle woven into the natural world. As the sounds of leaves carried away the memories of the encounter, the mystery of the daytime woods stayed, leaving a lasting mark on everyone's imagination. A dance of mysterious shadows caught in a brief moment of daylight magic. Cryptic midnight CCTV horror. Late at night, when it was really dark, cameras that watched everything silently saw something strange. A camera, like a watchman in the shadows, showed a scary story. A thing, not completely a person and not really like a dog, appeared when it was not very bright. How it moved was weird. Like a mix of a person and a dog that didn't follow normal rules. This strange thing walked through all the cameras one by one at the same time. Shadows danced around it, making it look even stranger. The cameras watched it closely, making everyone feel like it was everywhere at once. The video, with an unusual light, showed something really scary. The thing, covered in darkness and mystery, moved strangely, and we couldn't tell what it wanted from the strange, unclear images. A creepy sound whispered through the security system, confusing even the smartest watchers. People got scared because of this mysterious thing. The town, feeling nervous and worried, tried to understand what it was. People talked quietly, guessing and feeling scared like a ghost was around. There were many questions, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. Who or what this strange thing was, and why it was doing something so mysterious at midnight. In the middle of the night, the weird and scary video kept making everyone think about it, leaving behind a picture of fear mixed with things we didn't know. The mystery stayed, like a puzzling ghost in the videos, making its strange mark on the stories we couldn't explain. A creepy image. In the quiet darkness of a moonlit night, a chilly image was captured by a camera ready to shoot shivers down your spine. Imagine a spooky girl with penetrating stone-alike eyes, their cold eye appearing to enter your identical soul. Her bony, twisted fingers reach out as if gesturing you into the unknown. Her long, untidy hair falls around her like a crazy dark fall, hiding her face in dark. She's dressed in a ragged and ghostly wear, a spectral figure that haunts the points of your worst nightmares. As the camera lens captured this creepy vision, the melody raised heavily with an unexplainable fear. It's a sight that lingers in your mind, haunting your visions and making you challenge the boundaries between the real and the supernatural. Watch with caution, for this image holds a tale of the paranormal, ready to send chills down your spine and leave you questioning the effects that go bump in the darkness. Cryptic Paranormal Nightmare. Late at night, a spooky video shows a dark room. A girl is sleeping on her bed, not knowing something strange is about to happen. Suddenly, the door opens by itself, making a creepy sound. The chair starts moving on its own, like it's dancing in a weird way. Then, a ball flies out of the cupboard without anyone touching it, breaking the normal rules. The room gets flashes of bright light, like thunder lighting it up. But the girl keeps sleeping, not aware of what's going on. Weird things continue. Her stuff falls everywhere, books make a mess, and a painting on the wall shakes. Everything changes in the room like a spooky wave passing through. The blanket that covered the girl is now on the floor. The door closes by itself, trapping the strange happenings inside. Even with all this chaos, the girl stays asleep like a princess in a scary dream. The strange and spooky scene plays out, like a mysterious dance of weird things happening where you can't see them. It was really a cryptid and scary scene, and it left everyone scared about the things that happened in that room. Nobody knew who was doing this and what his purpose behind doing all this creepy stuff. Angry Lioness. This video shows one of the most rare sightings ever captured on camera. In the beginning, we see a lion behind a huge rock, and suddenly it is attacked by a lioness whom it went close to. The lioness growls at him and attacks him with her claws. The lion looks terrified and tries to run away, but the mighty lioness does not let him run without clawing his face off. It is one of the most incredible sightings captured on camera. Imagine the king of the jungle being attacked by his own queen. It sounds hilarious and terrifying at the same time. What do you think about it? Wolves attacking the hare. In the bright daytime, a strange event happened on an empty field. A video showed two wolves chasing a little hare. The wolves were like hidden shadows, and their reasons were unclear. The hare, feeling danger, ran as fast as it could to stay safe. One wolf tried to grab the hare's tail, but the hare quickly changed direction, escaping its grasp. The chase continued, like a game of life and death under the sun. One wolf was eager to catch the hare, showing its sharp teeth and mean eyes. The hare surprised everyone by swiftly changing its path, avoiding capture. The wolves were relentless, like determined hunters. They tried to catch the hare with every jump and move, but the clever hare used zigzag moves to confuse them. like a secret dance with the wolves. As the chase went on, it became more mysterious. The hare's graceful escape mixed with the wolves' fierce chase created a suspenseful story. The sun watched, creating strange shadows and bright spots in this thrilling drama. In the end, the hare managed to escape, slipping away from the wolves' jaws. This mysterious video left us with a captivating and eerie image of a world where life and death played an enigmatic game in the wild. Deer at night. In the quiet of the night, deep within the heart of the forest, a curious and graceful animal came up from the darkness. The forest was dark, but the moon's soft light filtered through the leaves, disclosing the mysterious visitor. This graceful being with eyes like stars moved quietly, each step a delicate formel on the forest floor. Little did it know, a quiet guard was observing. A trail camera, like a silent guard, captured the deer's every move. It stood still for a moment, its delicate figure lightened by the camera's flash. The image was like a secret between the forest and technology, a brief look into the life of this attractive forest inhabitant. The night continued, and the deer disappeared into the depths of the woods, leaving behind only a memory on the trail cam, a memory to be participated in, a story to be told, a moment to be loved in the peaceful beauty of the forest at night. Mysterious box unveiled. In the bright daylight, there were lots of sealed boxes. No one knew what was inside them. Something strange happened. A box started shaking by itself, making waves in the quiet scene. The air felt weird, like ordinary things were turning into something special. Nobody could understand what was going on. The small box throbbed with a strange beat, breaking the usual silence. Each shake seemed to tell a mysterious story, known only to that hidden space. A man, maybe chosen by luck, threw the box aside with his foot, but the mystery stuck around, blending into the unknown. The box found a new spot but still buzzed with curiosity. People couldn't look away from the moved box. Silence hung in the air, mixed with confusion. Even though it got pushed away, the strange happening left a mark on the ordinary day. People talked quietly, trying to figure out the unanswered questions. After this strange dance, the truth stayed hidden, covered by the unexplainable. The mysterious moment stayed in everyone's thoughts, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. A story waiting for someone curious to reveal the secrets in that odd box's vibrations. Giant wolf! In the dark, something strange happened. A big video showed a giant wolf coming out of the shadows. Its eyes were shining mysteriously. The air felt weird and scary as the wolf moved. Like a mysterious dance in the dark. The wolf walked in a tricky way, making it even more mysterious. People watching couldn't move, feeling a scary cold. The wolf looked like a ghost in the night, moving in a strange and graceful way, different from its scary look. People watching got scared, and a shiver went through everyone as the mystery continued. When the wolf got close to the road, the air felt like something unseen was happening. Nobody knew why the wolf was there or what it wanted. Every moment was filled with a feeling of not knowing, like a strange story in the spooky scene. Nobody dared to figure out what the wolf wanted. The video showed something we couldn't explain, like a secret message from the shadows. People stayed confused and curious, like a never-ending puzzle. In that scary night, the mystery stayed, leaving a strong memory in everyone's mind, always remembered as something unknown. Mysterious lioness encounter. In the daytime bushes, something strange happened. There's a video of people and a lioness in a vehicle. It's weird because you don't expect a wild lioness in a car.
Это аттракцион единственный в мире, вы в нем участвуете.
The people around the lioness act like it's normal, not scared at all. It's like they're friends with the lioness, which makes it even more puzzling. Are they just watching the wild show? Or do they know something mysterious? The video feels creepy, like a spooky scene. But the strange part is that the people don't look scared. They look used to it, like it happens often.
Ну что, ты сюда, туда? Скажи.
It's a mix of normal and weird that messes with your mind. Even though you see it in the video, the real reason for this bizarre meeting stays hidden. People talk and guess, but the mystery stays. It's like a secret meeting with the unknown, caught in a short video that leaves you feeling uneasy, like a strange picture you can't forget.
Поехали кататься. Вау.
Mysterious mountain goat. In the bright daytime up in the quiet mountains, something mysterious happened. A special video showed a powerful white mountain goat walking through the trees. It looked healthier and stronger than regular goats, standing out with its shiny white fur. This strange creature moved gracefully among the trees, as if it held some special power. It was different, not like the usual goats you'd find. Its white coat seemed to glow, catching the light like magic. It made people wonder, why was this exceptional goat in those mountains? What was it up to? The mountains stayed silent, keeping their secrets, and the video just made people guess. Was the goat guarding ancient secrets, predicting unseen things, or just wandering without a clear destination? The video left everyone puzzled, making this mysterious moment a lasting memory in the story of unknown things. In the quiet mountains, the strange goat became a puzzle, a temporary keeper of secrets, making people everywhere curious about the hidden wonders of nature. A black wild cat. Once upon a time in a big green forest, being extraordinary occurred. Imagine this wild, quiet place where all kinds of animals lived. Deep in the heart of the woods, under the warm, golden sun, a rare and mysterious animal called a jaguarundi appeared. The jaguarundi isn't like a big, fierce jungle cat, but rather a lower, more slippery one. It moves gracefully with a polished body and a long, elegant tail. Its fur is a unique mix of colors, like a blend of red, brown, and slate. This jungle ninja floated the forest with a secret grace, nearly like a shadow. But what made this day special was the rare footage captured by a lucky adventurer. They were quietly staying, camera in hand, and suddenly there it was, the jaguarundi in all its glory. With eyes wide and full of wonder, the camera rolled, catching this mystical fealty on film. In that moment, the timber brooded its secrets, and the jaguarundi's rare appearance became a magical tale for all to see, a regard into the isolated treasures of the wild. The black polar bear. In the core of a weedy, mysterious jungle, one dark and stormy night, something exceptional occurred. Imagine a gigantic black polar bear, far from its icy home, stumbling through deep, sticky mud. The rain poured down relentlessly, creating a balance of drops that sounded through the thick greenery. As the bear tramped through the muddy field, it sounded out of place, a true mystery in this tropical world. Its black fur flashed under the moonlight, differing with the flourishing greenery of the jungle. The bear's movements were slow and thoughtful, each step leaving a deep trace in the mud, evidence of its power and royalty. Unknown to the bear, hidden among the trees, a silent watcher captured this real moment on a trail camera. The camera's lens caught every detail, making this special encounter a tale to be participated in with the world. Nature's riddles are endless, and this is just one of the numerous phenomena that unfold in the quiet corners of our Earth. Mysterious python swallows pet.
No. Don't help women.
In the bright daytime, a hidden camera caught something super strange in a regular home. There was a loud cry for help, and it got everyone pretty rattled. A mysterious rescue squad showed up, all sneaky like ghostly protectors. They found a huge python that had eaten the family cat, which was a real heartbreaker. The rescue folks, even though they were scared, cautiously got closer to the snake. They talked to the snake and somehow convinced it to give up its feline feast. Time felt like it was standing still as the python coughed up the cat, which was a pretty weird sight. The cat came out looking alive, not like you'd expect after that ordeal. The family was overjoyed, but they couldn't forget the question that kept bugging them. How on earth did the python manage to gobble up the whole cat, and what other secrets were hidden on that bizarre day? The beer rings the doorbell. One spooky night out in the wild woods, there was a curious bear on the prowl. This furry friend had a freak glamour for doorbells. Little did anyone know that a trail camera had its open-eyed eye on the scene. As the moon cast creepy dark, the bear approached a lonely house. In the pitch-black night, it reared up on its hind legs like a big, light jumbo, and with a heavy paw, it reached out to press the doorbell. It was a bit like a big, furry cutlet poking at the button. The trail camera, hidden hard, snapped a print just in time to capture this unforeseen moment. The bear's sportful curiosity, or maybe its mischievous intentions, were a riddle, but the image revealed a humorous side of nature. The house, unknowing of the darkness caller, stayed quiet as the bear's bell-ringing adventure came to an end. This strange but fascinating event was a remembrance of the surprising encounters that can be in the wild, indeed when we least await it. Creepy creature. The trail camera captured a glimpse of a creature from the night in the middle of the forest. With an uncanny presence, the creature emerged from the shadows and swiftly disappearing in the darkness again after showing itself in the moonlight for a few seconds. It can be seen glowing in the darkness of the night. Many spectators say that it was an otter roaming around in the woods in the night. However, it does look like a mini-sized dinosaur running through the woods at night. What do you think this creature is? Snake in the house. This video was captured by a homeowner whose home was invaded by an unexpected intruder, a python. The snake can be seen staring at the man who lies on his bed while recording the video. Now it is not sure whether the snake is his pet or not, but the video is one of the creepiest sightings ever. The eyes of the python are glowing in the dark, and its huge size and long body is one of its scariest features. The huge serpent keeps staring at the man with its glowy eyes. What would you do if a python invaded your home? Share in the comments down below. Monkey feast. A cheeky young monkey lounges on a rock by the beautiful stream, enjoying and feasting on ripe mangoes. The monkey is twice the size of the normal monkey of its kind, and still doesn't seem to want to diet. It skillfully peels the mango with its little fingers and nibbles on it while enjoying the view. Some more leftovers of mangoes can be seen around him, making it clear that this isn't the first mango it's eating. This is one of the cutest videos ever captured in the wild. Colorful feathers. Imagine this gorgeous hen, a brilliantly colored feathered work of art. Its body is covered in a symphony of hues. Vivid black and sunny yellows move over its feathers like paintbrush strokes on a canvas. Its glossy plumage is caressed by the sunlight, creating a glittering spectacle. The minute features are brought to life when it rests elegantly on a rock. Those round yellow eyes capture the essence of the creativity of nature, telling tales of curiosity and intelligence. The bird's feathers gleam in the sunlight, and the bright colors capture the spectator's attention in a glimpse. These beautifully colored hens are one of the rarest species of birds in the world. What do you think about them? Mysterious video of a huge snake. In a really old farmhouse, way out in a distant village, something strange happened during the day. A weird video popped up showing something mysterious that left everyone who watched it very puzzled. Right in the middle of the video, there was a massive snake. It looked as scary as the village's hidden past. This snake was tied up to a worn-out pillar with some invisible ropes. Its huge size made everyone uncomfortable, like it came from a legend and was now in their hands. People in the village whispered that they might have done this, tied the snake up. But where this snake came from remained a big mystery. It showed up out of nowhere, like a ghostly protector or an omen, and no one could figure out why. The snake had shiny silver scales with dark lines on them. These lines seemed to move in a creepy way, like they had some strange power. Being near it made people feel uneasy, and a cold feeling crept over them. As the video played again and again, more and more questions filled the minds of the villagers and anyone who saw it. The old farmhouse, which already held so many secrets, now had a new puzzle. It both fascinated and frightened everyone, all under the strange gaze of the ancient snake. Octopus encounter. The video shows a giant Pacific octopus being released back into the ocean. Have you ever seen a creature this slimy? The body of the creature looks like jelly being smeared all over the floor. Its tentacles spread on all sides of its body, making it look even creepier. We can see it slithering on the floor until it reaches the edge of the boat and then jumps into the water. This is one of the most incredible videos ever captured. The huge head of the octopus is clearly visible, and its eyes can also be seen. Another thing to ponder about is that when the man touches the animal, it does not harm it in any way, while octopuses are considered to be dangerous and creepy sea creatures. Mystic shearing unveiled cute entity. In the daytime video, there was a strange sight. A black sheep covered in dark wool, almost like a shadow creature. It looked chubby, like a big potato with fuzzy fur all over. Someone, like a protector, showed up to take care of this mysterious creature. She carefully started cutting the wool in a special way, like doing a magical ceremony. The sheep, a big mystery, made it a tough job. Not easy for someone who's scared. But surprisingly, the creature stayed calm, as if it knew something magical was about to happen. During the cutting, a kind of magical dance happened between the person and the mysterious creature. As time passed, something magical occurred. The cutting turned the mysterious creature into an adorable, cute being. What was once hidden in shadows now stood in the daylight, looking innocent and new. In the mix of light and dark, the black sheep, now without its mysterious look, showed how special the cutting journey was. It went beyond just making it neat. It became a magical experience. Fiddler crab. On a sunny beach where the sun touched everything with gold, something secret happened. Imagine the sand telling stories to the waves. In this story, a special character appeared, a male fiddler crab. It danced alone like a mysterious dancer painting a picture on the sandy stage. The crab had strange claws, not the same on both sides. These claws were like tools with a hidden purpose, known only to the secrets of the coast. As it danced, the crab moved across the sand, maybe enjoying the feel of tiny grains beneath its small claws. Those uneven claws spoke a secret language, calling friends quietly and warning others to stay away. Dressed in colors of orange and white, the crab showed its mysterious charm. It was both cute and puzzling as it moved with a special rhythm along the shore. Each step in its dance was like a brushstroke in a painting of survival. Looking innocent, but hiding strength in its claws. As the mysterious dance continued, the crabs seemed to talk with special moves. Only the creatures of the beach could understand this secret language, where friendships and fights were written in the shifting sand. The dance spoke about finding balance, being attractive and staying safe, showing a kind side behind its cute appearance. In this beach play, the fiddler crab was a mystery. Its odd ways went beyond ordinary, giving us a peek into the secret world of survival. Charm and danger walked together in its dance. So, under the sun's eyes, the fiddler crab's mysterious show went on, leaving behind a beach filled with wonder. Mysterious sloth's enigmatic dance. In the woods, a hidden video popped up during the day. It showed a sloth hanging upside down on a tree. This sloth was different. It felt mysterious, like a secret keeper in the greenery. The sloth's shape, a mix of light and dark, said more than just what you could see. It had weird things on its limbs, long nails like ancient stories. The forest was quiet, as if it knew about the sloth's hidden performance, letting nature's odd story happen. In a dance of shadows, the sloth seemed to have a magical itch. Its big, strange nails played a soft tune over his body, like a gentle spell. It was continuously scratching his hands and his face. It was a strange feeling. Sunlight, playing hide-and-seek with leaves, made the sloth's secret dance even more magical. It was like a special performance where normal things mixed with mystery. The whole forest took a breath, surprised by something not easy to understand. In the forest's time story, the brown-throated sloth hung upside down, keeping secrets. The camera, just a regular watcher, only got a quick look at this magical connection between the sloth and the world. A short, special moment always remembered in nature's puzzles. Cryptic skull movement. In a strange video during the day, there were a lot of lifeless skulls hanging on a metal grill over a small wall. They looked eerie, like they were frozen in a weird dance in the bright light. All the skulls had their faces turned away except for one. It was looking out, as if trying to escape from the spooky group. Then, a woman came and tried to make the skulls line up properly, but once she left, something weird happened. The one skull that was fixed earlier started moving on its own, like it had a mind of its own. It felt like there was some kind of magic in the air, making people wonder if ghosts were playing a strange game or if something mysterious was happening to these lifeless skulls. This strange scene raised many questions. Shadows whispered secrets, and the way the skull moved hinted at something beyond what makes sense. When the video ended, the mystery hung in the air, making people think about strange forces that might exist between what we can touch and what we can't. It was like looking into a world where things we don't understand mix with the real world, making us think about the weird and unsettling things that might be out there. Mysterious nighttime spider climbing. In the dark, a secret video showed a huge spider-like thing climbing a tall building. It was mysterious and nobody knew where it came from. The video was not very clear, making the scene even more strange. The spider creature moved up the building in a creepy way, giving everyone a scary feeling. People talked about it, wondering where this creature came from. No one saw it before, and it wasn't like any normal spider. It was too big, making everyone scared as they watched it climb the building. The darkness helped hide the creature's secrets. People asked if it was from a dark place, or if it was a strange thing born from the shadows of the city. The video showed the spider moving like a scary dance against the city lights, making everyone who saw it feel afraid. After the video came out, the city felt uneasy. People realized something very strange had happened. The memory of the spider climbing the building stayed in the minds of those who saw it. like a scary picture in their bad dreams. Lions eating hippo carcass. In the daytime, in the bushes, something spooky happened. A video showed a dead hippo covered in red. 2 hungry lions were sitting nearby, eating its face. People didn't know why the hippo died. Did the lions do it, or was something else there? The air had scary stories from the wild. What made this terrible scene happen? Were the lions to blame, or was there a hidden mysterious thing making it all go wrong? The hippo, once innocent, lay in the harsh light of day, its secrets hidden in the quiet of nature. The hungry lions, maybe partners in crime or just unknowing players, ate the clues. Questions lingered, echoing through the wild's guessing game. While the video played, the world outside didn't know the scary show in the bushes. The secret stuck to the scene like a ghost, a truth slipping away from those trying to get it. What dark story played in the hidden bush theater? The mystery stayed, covered in the whispers of the wind and the lions' spooky looks, keepers of a secret only nature could understand.
Yeah.
Fight of 2 giant bears. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a wild and untamed jungle, 2 massive black furry grizzly bears set up themselves locked in a ferocious and roaring showdown. The sun was shining brightly above, casting dappled shafts through the thick cover of trees onto the jungle bottom. Both bears, snorting and growling, were locked in a battle of strength and will. They stood on their hind legs, their claws glinting in the sun as they swiped and roared at each other. The earth vibrated beneath their strong paws. Each bear was determined to prove their dominance over this lush and mysterious home. Leaves rustled and branches shook as they collided, transferring echoes of their ferocious fight through the jungle. The birds in the trees took to the sky, their bodies beating in an unmelodious delirium. Other creatures galloped down, fleeing the explosive spectacle of these giants colliding. As the day wore on, the battle raged, a true test of muscle and flexibility. The jungle bore evidence to this grand struggle, and only time would tell which bear would crop as the sovereign of this untamed area. Baby sloth reunited with its mother. Video showed that in a special forest, during the daytime, something magical happened. Someone appeared, holding a tiny baby sloth in his hand like a secret. The leaves whispered as this caretaker moved through the shady forest, a guardian of a hidden story. Among the old trees, the mom sloth who ruled the treetops stood quietly. Her wise eyes saw the reunion coming, just like the wind had whispered. The secret exchange began, passing the little life from one hug to another. Hidden observers in the leaves saw a beautiful scene, filled with curiosity and admiration. The mom sloth had been waiting patiently for her baby to come back. This special reunion became a part of the forest's memory. Leaving everyone who saw it captivated by the mysterious dance of life under the green trees. In that quick moment, the forest shared its secrets, inviting anyone curious enough to look in and see the peaceful dance of life. The memory of this meeting stayed like a quiet story, passed along from leaf to leaf, making sure the special dance between mom and baby sloth stayed alive in the wild. Night forest, ghostly cries. In the dark forest at night, something scary happened. A person in a car recorded it with their camera. The video felt strange, like it had a spooky power. From the hidden parts of the forest, a weird cry echoed. It sounded like a sad woman, but you couldn't see her. The video made it all mysterious. As the video played, it made the air feel heavy and scary. The woman's cries mixed with the forest sounds, making it hard to tell what was real. It felt like the living and the ghostly were all mixed up. The car in the middle of the wild saw everything. The people inside felt both interested and scared. The normal world seemed to break as the cries echoed, making a strange scene. No face came with the sad cries, so you didn't know if it was a real woman or a ghost. The answer stayed a mystery, making everyone who saw it feel unsure. From the deep part of the dark forest, the scary sounds marked the minds of those who watched. It sent shivers down their spines, showing how creepy things can hide in the night. Giant snake. In a regular house during the day, a secret video showed something strange. A really big snake was hiding behind the room's roof. It was so big that it scared everyone. Suddenly, the snake broke the roof and showed itself completely. It was long and wide, making everyone feel really scared. No one knew where this snake came from. This huge snake did mysterious things, like a dance with the roof. It was like a magic show, and it surprised everyone watching the video. The snake was like a king in the room, making everything else seem not important. People watching couldn't believe their eyes. It was so strange and big that it gave them chills. When the roof broke, it was like a secret being revealed. Everyone watching was curious about where this giant snake came from. It was like a big question in the air. Where did the snake come from? And what secrets did it bring with it? This mysterious moment was like a strange and confusing picture. The snake, like a ghost, left a strong mark on everyone's thoughts. In the quiet house, people kept thinking about the strange encounter. The big question stayed in the air. Where did the snake appear from, and what secrets did it have? Gray owls. A magical video shows an old forest with a wise gray owl and its two babies. The owl is big and looks cute with lots of soft feathers. Gray owls are the biggest owls on Earth. They live in the daytime, which is unusual for owls. The video makes the forest seem mysterious. The owl is like a guardian of the ancient trees. The babies stay close, hidden in the shadows. It's like a living memory of the past, seen in the patterns on tree bark. In the video, the owl watches over its babies, keeping them safe from things we can't see in the sunlight. It's like a story in nature, a family tale told without words. The owl's eyes show it knows things from a long time ago, like a wise storyteller. Even in the daylight, the owl keeps its mystery, defying the usual rules. The video lets us join the owl in protecting its family. It's a quiet adventure in the woods, with the owl guarding against hidden dangers in the sunlight. The gray owl isn't just a bird of the day. It's a magical guardian, keeping secrets woven into its feathers. The ancient woods whisper their mysteries, inviting anyone curious enough to explore the enigma of the gray owl and its family. The crazy deer. Once upon a time in the deep forest, there lived a deer family. They were a close-knit bunch, always looking out for one another. But one day, something strange occurred to one of the deer. This deer, who was usually calm and gentle, suddenly began to act in an unusual way. It all started when the deer accidentally hit another family member. Rather than just apologizing and moving on, the deer began to hit them. It was a shocking sight. The other family members were bewildered and did not understand what was going on. As the days went by, the abnormal actions continued. The deer would hit anyone who came near, causing fear among the family. They did not know what had changed their cherished family member into such a troublemaker. The formerly peaceful family was now in disquiet. The deer family tried to talk to the worried deer, but it was as if they could not reach them. They desperately searched for a way to help their worried family members and bring back the harmony they formerly enjoyed in the deep forest. Alpine ibex in the mountains. In the classy mountains, a powerful animal with long, twisted horns roams freely. As the camera follows this glorious animal, you can see its thick brown fur. which keeps it warm in the cold alpine air. Its strong legs easily carry it up to bold pitches and rocky scarps. As it trots along the tough area, being unique catches its concentration. The ibex stops and begins to scratch its body using its enormous spiral-structured horns. It's a remarkable sight, those twisted attachments, originally a symbol of strength and protection, now serving as an informal tail scrape. The animal's movements are graceful and thoughtful, showing its nimbleness and adaptation to the harsh mountain life. Its journey through this fresh nature is an evidence to nature's unbelievable creations, where indeed the putatively ordinary can come extraordinary. Watch and wonder as this alpine habitat continues its daily adventures in the high-altitude walk of the mountains. Bobcat encounter. In a forested scene, a robust bobcat aggressively pounces, targeting a man's facial region with violence. After the unsettling encounter, the man documents the aftermath on video. Astonishingly, he captures footage of himself holding the once aggressive bobcat in his hand. Notably, the video showcases the creature's significant dental structures, underscoring the impressive size and form of its teeth.
Look at that beauty. The big teeth on her.
This unusual and daring incident sheds light on the captivating behavior of wildlife in its natural habitat, offering a unique glimpse into the complex relationship between humans and the untamed creatures that inhabit the wild. Giant wolf. In a deep, dark forest where the high trees rumored secrets and the leaves rustled like whispers, a great big wolf prowled. This wolf was massive, with sharp teeth like daggers and eyes that shimmered with hunger. The wolf's fur was as dark as the night, and its breath started like fog. One sunny day, a little doggy, much lower than the giant wolf, was playing in the forest. The doggy's fur was a blend of brown and white, and its tail wagged with excitement as it explored the forest land. But also, in an unforeseen and fearful moment, the big wolf charged at the little doggy. The doggy's heart pounded and it barked in fear. The forest echoed with the wolf's fierce growls, and the ground shook with its heavy way. The little canine's instincts accepted in, and it ran as quickly as its bitsy legs could carry it, contending through the trees and springing over backwoods. The chase continued through the woods with the big wolf hot on the doggy's tail. It was a heart-pounding race between a giant wolf and a small, clever survivor in the wild. A giant black animal. Once upon a time, in a big, wild place, there lived a giant black animal with shaggy fur, nearly like a massive buffalo. This strong beast floated freely through the vast lands, where the trees reached for the sky and the field was as high as a person. One sunny day, this enormous black creature tramped its way toward a strange appliance, a shining and noisy vehicle that did not belong in the wild. Its dark eyes twinkled with curiosity as it approached. The heavy animal lowered its colossal head, and with its immense strength, it gently began to rub its furry head against the side of the vehicle. It was as if the creature set up a new friend in this machine from another world. The vehicle, with its hard essence face, varied starkly with the animal's soft, thick fur. The giant black creature's behavior were a mix of riddle and wonder, as if it was trying to figure out the strange object. This unusual scrape between the wild and the mechanical was a testament to the beauty of nature's curiosity and its capability to accommodate and explore the strange. A big cat. In the core of the wild jungle, a heavy, mysterious cat prowled in the moonlight. Its strong body moved quietly through the thick greenery, its golden eyes flashing with a mix of curiosity and secret. Something had started a trail camera set up in the dark of the night, capturing this graceful animal's every move. As we watch and wonder, the big cat's spotted fur blends seamlessly with the spotted moonlight filtering through the jungle cover. With each step, it leaves a trace of suspense and wonder. What's it searching for? The jungle's secrets, maybe? A night snack, possibly? Or is it on a journey to keep its habitat, the watcher of this untamed walk? The air is thick with expectation as we follow the big cat's journey, caught on this quiet camera, giving us a rare look into the mysterious world of the jungle after dark. Stay tuned as we reveal the secrets of this fascinating and elusive animal's nighttime adventures. Lion's attack on giraffe. Once upon a time, in a land of high rocky mountains, there was a peaceful giraffe just minding its own business. The giraffe was walking through the rugged terrain, looking for some appetizing breaks to munch on. It was a bright and sunny day, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers. But suddenly, a growl echoed through the mountains, and a group of fierce lions surfaced from the rocky checks. The lions had spotted the giraffe, and hunger lustered in their eyes. They approached the giraffe with a stealthy way, their strong bodies hidden among the brilliance. The giraffe, seeing danger, tried to run, but the rocky terrain made it delicate. The lions were determined in their pursuit, and they circled the giraffe, their roars filling the air. The giraffe, with its long legs, protested and tried to defend itself, but the lions were determined to catch their mess. The giraffe's heart competed as it faced this dangerous moment in the Rocky Mountains, encircled by empty lions. The battle between the giraffe and the lions was a fierce struggle for survival in the wild, untamed nature. A hungry monkey. Once upon a time, in a big, hot desert, there was actually an empty monkey. The sun was shining so brightly that the sand felt like a hot roaster. The monkey's abdomen rolled loudly, and he could not ignore his hunger any longer. With his little monkey hands, he dug into the hot beach, looking for being to eat. At first, all he set up were some dry sticks and rocks, but he did not give up. He knew that the desert had secrets hidden deep beneath the beach. Also, after some digging and forbearance, he set up a secret treasure, a juicy, ripe cactus fruit. The fruit was a bright orange color and looked so appetizing. The monkey could not believe his luck. His eyes sparkled with joy as he plucked the fruit from the cactus and bit into it. The sweet and juicy meat cooled his parched throat, and he savored every bite. With each bite, the monkey's hunger sluggishly evaporated, and he felt a renewed energy. He knew he'd set up a mess fit for a desert king, and he enjoyed every last bit of that delicious cactus fruit. The monkey, now gratified and full, lay back in the shade of the cactus, appreciative for his desert feast. The wolf attack on a man. Once upon a time, there was a cameraman on an instigative adventure deep in the wild. He was on a charge to capture the fugitive and mysterious wolves on film. With his camera ready and heart pounding with excitement, he ventured into the desert. After hours of patient waiting, he eventually stumbled upon a quiet cave. To his amazement, inside the cave were a mama wolf and her bitsy, lovable babies. The cameraman could not believe his luck, and he sluggishly moved closer to get the perfect shot. But as he inched nearer, the mama wolf grew nervous and defensive. In an unforeseen, fearful moment, she attacked the cameraman, teeth disclosed and growling. He realized he'd come too close, too quickly, and the wolf was only trying to defend her precious pups. In a frantic struggle, the cameraman fought to cover himself, trying not to harm the wolf. Ultimately, he managed to retreat safely, shaken, but alive. It was a lesson learned about considering the wild and the significance of keeping a safe distance from its inhabitants. Snake's meal. Once upon a time, in the bright light of day, an empty and cunning snake crawled quietly through the ground. Its body moved like a curled swash, blending with the green world around it. The snake's eyes were fixated on a breathless critter lying on the ground. The animal was no longer alive, and the snake, with its sharp, sharp mouth, was determined to have a mess. With a fleet flicker of its black lingo, the snake tasted the air, trying to describe any peril hard. It was like a stealthy operative, making sure no bone could catch it while it had its mess. As the snake approached the still body, its jaws opened wide. revealing its threatening fangs. It inched closer, calculating its move, and also, with a lightning-fast strike, it sank its teeth into the breathless animal's meat. The snake's jaw locked onto its prey, and it began to sluggishly consume the mess. Its black lingo continued to flutter out, tasting the success of its search. In the bright daylight, the snake's survival instincts accepted in, and it flavored its mess, knowing it had prevailed in the circle of life. Lion killed the cheetah. Once upon a time, on a bright and sunny day, there was a big, strong lion and a fast, spotted cheetah. They both lived on a farm with lots of creatures. The lion and the cheetah were always trying to prove who was the powerful. One day, the captain and the cheetah had a big fight. The captain was actually strong, with sharp teeth and strong muscles. He roared loudly and showed his strength. The cheetah, on the other hand, was quick and graceful. She ran around trying to outsmart the lion. In the end, after a fierce battle, the lion managed to catch the cheetah. With a strong swipe of his paw, he defeated the cheetah. It was a tough day for the ranch, as the lion had shown his strength and won the battle. The other creatures watched in astonishment as the lion proved his dominance, but they also felt sad for the courageous cheetah. This day became a part of the farm's history, a day when the lion showed his power, and the cheetah's spirit faded from memory. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.
Go, 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 go.
Господи! Ой ты, батюшки мои, боже!
While the couple was on vacation having a good time, they were not expecting such a disaster to happen. While taking a selfie together, their camera happened to capture a huge gorilla clinging on a tower behind them. Was it a real King Kong? Are they real? Or is it just an altered video? What do you guys think? We can even see them freaking out and everyone running to save their lives. So, what exactly happened here?
Did a 23 ABC viewer's Ring camera capture a UFO on video in Southwest Bakersfield? A 23 ABC viewer from Southwest Bakersfield sent us a video of an unknown object flying through the sky. Bakersfield resident Tim Harvey sent us this video from his Ring camera. It is unknown to all. We do not know whether it's a creature or some cosmic object. In seconds, it just whips and leaves the tail behind. Imagine the fear of a man who came for a camping trip, but woke up to see a lion outside his tent. Hang on, because that's not the end. 2 more lions are standing beside it. Knowing the danger, he wisely chooses to remain quiet, not wanting to draw attention to himself. We even avoid imagining ourselves in the place of that man. Deep in the jungle unfolds a heart-wrenching scene. Just look at the scared girl standing close to 2 deer. One deer looks straight into the eyes of the girl with curiosity. It raises the question of what possible secret can these 2 share? Or maybe the deer are considering the girl to be prey. Meanwhile, the other deer locks eyes with the camera, as if acknowledging its presence, drawing us into the world. Gardner, Kansas is known to have a mountain lion, so some people decided to install 2 trail cameras, and they saw some unexpected weird images. A gorilla engaged in a bloody struggle with a terrifying being. To our surprise, a mysterious entity that appeared to be a human and wolf moved through the area using a walker. The search for the mountain lion took an unexpected turn, entangling it in a strange, wild encounter.
Trail cams are usually meant to capture animals in their natural habitat, living their lives. But sometimes, these cameras end up capturing some otherworldly beings as well. For instance, this trail cam caught a ghostly white shadow. According to the owner of the camera, it was a ghost and had freaked him out when he saw it. But most of the viewers weren't really convinced, saying that it was just editing.
On our way forward to disturbing trail footage, we found a mysterious creature. It is very strange and unique. Some have speculated it to be a man in a suit, while others think it is a Tasmanian devil. Whatever this creature is, it's got everyone scared. It is black in color and tries to hide itself from the camera. Many believe it to be a Dogman. This footage has raised a lot of questions, and everyone out there is speculating about it.
Not just one, but multiple people in India recorded this man dressed in all white wandering above the roof of a building. The massive size and the weird way it moved made people actually believe that it was a ghost. And to be very honest, if I see such a thing walking on a high roof of buildings, I'd be freaked out too. Well, the police were informed, and for now, they're investigating the matter. Until today, they have gotten no lead to who the man could be.
We have explored some very creepy and strange captures on trail cams. The weird creature resembles a dog, so many have speculated it to be a chupacabra. It is basically a goat sucker because it feeds on livestock. Look at the long, slender body with an extra long tail. Isn't this giving chills down your spine? It has now turned out to be a realm of mysterious and unknown creatures. This mind-blowing trail footage unravels an unexplained creature. It is a black creature with 4 legs and white, shining eyes, which makes it hard to identify it. Just look at the scary eyes of this animal. On top of that, this video was captured in the dark night with some horror sounds of these wild creatures in the back. With every inch closer to this animal, it gets more horrifying to see.
At first, it looked like an old man walking on the road, so the men in the car decided to slow down a bit and see if he needed any help. But as they do that and call him out, he slows down and starts moving quite creepily. He does not move aside, nor does he turn to look at them. The video ends there, so we have no idea what happened to them. But if it wasn't just an old man, then I don't think what would have happened there was something we could discuss. When this couple came home, they heard creepy noises coming out of the bedroom, and when they went there, they saw a little girl sitting with her head covered with the bedsheet. As the woman moved forward and removed the sheet from her bed, not just her, but all of us were freaked out. The girl's head was all black and gray, like she'd been dead or something. And when this wasn't enough, her head fell down, leaving her headless. Who was that girl? What happened after? We have no idea.
With every step deeper into the wilderness, we come across a strange animal. This time, it's a perplexing sight again. A brown, hairy figure emerges from the river. It is carrying a small animal in its arms. Some people think it is a heavy-set man with a lot of fishing gear and waders on. Others speculate it is a mysterious creature, aka Bigfoot, with a fish in hand. And the appearance is not like a human, so there's a possibility that anything can be true. Let us know what you think. Take a look at this amusing short video of a large bear showing its playful side. It displays its playful attitude by sticking its tongue out with a cheeky look. We laugh in response to that bear's amusing action. A mischievous being is caught red-handed, this time on a trail camera. It is a video of an olive baboon wrestling with the trail camera. It seems like he knows how to fix the camera and is adjusting it to record a video. But don't worry, the camera was tied down tight, so the baboon couldn't make off with it, no matter how hard it tried. We found something paranormal for you in the Russian forest. A little girl is floating in the air, and a woman is standing on Earth right beside her. Could this be a witch mother and child practicing their magic? Aren't you amazed by the magical powers of this levitating girl? They both ran away, seeing the camera approaching them. This photo can scare you all. We believe it to be a photo of a monster trying to hide its face with a veil. The dark night intensifies the details of the monster. What lies beneath that concealed face? Come along with us as we set out on a quest to discover the mystery surrounding this frightening creature. But be careful. Once revealed, the monster's face can frighten you in your sleep for the rest of time. You'll be surprised to know that this trail camera captured 3 mountain lions standing on a stick. You may think it is artificially created because how can 3 lions stand on a stick? But believe me, this camera found this incredible shot. The first lion is roaring and the last 2 are gazing with shining eyes. Stay tuned to our journey into the wild as we explore the world of these magnificent creatures.
A woman was driving when her car broke down and she had to go into the woods. However, as she went along and over the bridge, what she saw looked like something straight out of a horror movie. A woman dressed in black dress was going somewhere with her head downwards. And this wasn't it. If we move back to the start of the video, we can also see someone hiding behind the tree as soon as the camera turns toward it. Can this video get any more creepy? It isn't always us humans who can sense danger. Sometimes it's the animals who do that too. For instance, this horse did when he refused to move forward. The man couldn't really make it why the horse was behaving like that until he moved the camera towards the trees and spotted a creepy looking thing at him from behind them. Just a second passes and the creature disappears. But what exactly was that? I guess we will never know. Now, the owner of this clip says it's from a trail cam, but the way the camera's moving, I can see that this is not a trail cam. However, that doesn't mean the clip is any less creepy. If you pay attention, you can see a swing on the left side of the video, and the swing was seen moving on its own. There was no one to move it. So, was it a ghost swinging, or was it something else? Maybe the picture captured on this trail is of a man, or maybe it's not. The way he's standing doesn't look like a normal human being. But in that case, what was it? Have aliens resided in the deep dark woods, or is it something more creepy and more eerie than aliens? Figure like a human wearing shorts too, but the face and the color and texture of the skin points to this creature being just something else. But was it a Bigfoot, or are there other creepy and deadly creatures lurking in the woods? And this trail cam just happened to capture one. What do you think? On the 12th of May, 2023, a huge insectoid was recorded lurking on the road of Mexico. People got all freaked out upon seeing such a thing. And the weirdest thing is that the creature wasn't somewhere hidden in the dark or anything. Instead, it was out in the streets, in front of the traffic, and everywhere. Was it real? And if it was, then God knows what's gonna come next. Fairy is what most of the people are calling this creature, which was captured on a trail cam. But it could be an insect too. According to the owner of the trail cam, it was a woman. And how exactly did he come to that conclusion? Well, I've got no idea. Still, it kind of looks like a fairy. So, does that mean fairies are real? This trail cam was set to keep watch on a bear trap, but late at midnight, they saw something they weren't expecting at all. Now, you might have to see it very closely and carefully, or let me zoom in for you. A white shadow, or should I say ghost, was actually captured, and according to the owners, this clip is not altered or messed with at all. Buckle up, as an unknown shadow that is intriguing and enigmatic appears. We are perplexed by it because of its short tail, large legs, and fuzzy body. It might be a badger. The disparity in color only heightens the intrigue. Let us know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. Is it really just a badger, or some other undiscovered creature?
It was a stormy night, and the trail camera received a lot of rain. The camera's ability to be submerged in water was tested. The apparatus was almost drowned as water dripped down it. Even though this one clip isn't like the other ones in today's list, still, it's no less disturbing or weird. I mean, what's weirder than a trail cam literally drowning? Be prepared for a strange encounter. In this image, a being with a human-like body stands tall, but its head distinguishes it from the rest. It is perfectly still, a mesmerizing sight. What lies behind its unusual appearance? Is it a being from another world? Or maybe a creation of nature's enigmatic design? As we gaze upon this mysterious figure, we are reminded of the vastness of the unknown. In our journey of struggle, we found a bird stuck in the water. A bird becomes entangled in a watery fight. It struggles to escape its underwater cage and resembles an eagle. It makes every effort to liberate itself, but it never succeeds. But the question is, was it just stuck there? Or was it something else? And the mystery unfolds as we see an alligator approaching. But unfortunately, the video did not end as we were all thinking. The gator got hold of the eagle at last.
For those who don't know what a jinn is, it's a type of spirit, but an intelligent one as the story goes. So, these men somewhere in the world were out having fun when they thought they saw a pair of creepy eyes from the jungle. So they stopped so they could confirm, and that is when we see this jinn-type creature staring straight towards them with his creepy as hell eyes and a white sheet all over him. This camera was set to ensure the safety of the car, and the camera made sure that no one, not even the ghosts, got past its range without being captured. So, when this ghost was going on its own way, it was recorded by the security camera. However, not everyone believes this story. It's not like they have any other explanation for it, though. This man started recording it first because he thought the house in the dark looked creepy and haunted. What he did not know was that the house was actually haunted, and this was proven when the man recording the house captured a weird creature staring at him from the window. Although the creature disappears in a matter of seconds, it was enough to freak not just the man, but the whole internet out. Call it teleportation or call it aliens living among us, this video is sure to give you the creeps. The man was walking down the street like any normal human being, but as soon as he reached the edge of the camera's frame, he disappeared, just like that, into thin air. While some thought it was a superhuman capable of teleporting himself, others had a strong belief that it was not human at all. In a moment of bravery, a man ventured into a haunted house, unaware of the spine-chilling surprise awaiting him. As he cautiously explored, recording everything on his camera, he stumbled upon a figure lurking in the darkness, its piercing gaze fixated on him. Startled and petrified, this man's video abruptly ended, leaving us to wonder about the true identity of that eerie presence. Could it possibly be an alien in disguise? Once upon a time in Brazil, a guy was just doing his own thing when something bizarre caught his eye on a rooftop. He quickly grabbed his camera and started recording. The footage revealed a strange creature that resembled a gigantic ant, casually hanging out on the roof. Some folks believed it might be an alien, but to me, it just looked like a really huge ant. Who knows what creepy crawlies lurk in the depths of Brazil, right? The creepiest part was that the creature vanished into thin air as soon as the guy spotted it. What was its mysterious purpose? We may never find out. While a group of individuals were out late at night, they unintentionally got lost and found themselves on an eerie road. With no knowledge of their location, they halted their vehicle and scanned their surroundings. It was at that moment when a peculiar, luminous creature emerged from one side and swiftly vanished into the opposite direction. it seemed to be moving on all fours in an unusual manner, making it difficult to perceive it as a human being. Some perceived it as a skinwalker, while others dismissed it as a mere fabrication. However, I'm curious to know your thoughts on the matter. In January 2013, while reviewing the records from a trail camera placed in the woods for several days, an individual made a disturbing discovery. They described it as an extraterrestrial being, although others speculate that it could be a ghost or an unidentified creature. Initially, I considered the possibility that it was simply a misshapen bush or an ordinary animal. However, upon closer examination, the creature's peculiar movements and direct gaze towards the camera indicated that it was certainly not something typical. They are whispered as the night phantoms, the ethereal wanderers. Whisper their names, but be wary, for this eerie spectacle grips the soul. This spectral footage, captured in the year 2011, unveils a sinister sight within the California woods. Two gaunt figures akin to wraiths roam in the shadows. One resembles a ghostly infant, while the other takes the form of a spectral parent. Or perhaps it is the patriarch. Regardless, behold this endearing and tranquil apparition, a ghostly family relishing their nocturnal promenade. May their serenity remain undisturbed. Humans, always curious and drawn to the unusual, tend to explore without limits. But there was one man who took it too far. Rumor has it he heard strange sounds from the eerie woods, so late at night, driven by curiosity, he ventured in. Little did he know, a chilling creature with twisted features watched him, emitting eerie whistles.
What the hell is that? What the hell?
Fear gripped him, urging him to flee without looking back. His insatiable curiosity had unleashed a nameless horror, forever haunting his soul. This footage wasn't recorded at nighttime, but that doesn't mean it's any less creepy. When a man was out in the woods, he happened to hear some weird noises. Curious as we all are, he went to investigate, and this is when he caught this thing looking at him on camera. Was it just a possum? Or was it some otherworldly creature? We couldn't get any answers, but you let us know what you guys think. TikTok users usually end up recording every kind of thing, but what this one caught on camera was as creepy as it was possible to be. According to him, he had set up a camera because he could sense weird things going on around him. And, well, the camera ended up recording this pale, human-like creature with glowing eyes trying to break in from the fence. From what I think, it can sense the camera because of the way he looks straight at it. Two men were out in the outskirts of Montana when they saw a man dressed in trousers and a shirt standing in the woods. They thought it was someone who needed help or something, so they stopped and started calling him out. The man, too, responded.
Just some cruisers, man.
But it wasn't until he started crawling out of the woods in the creepiest way possible that the man realized he wasn't a human. But then, what was it? This video was recently uploaded on the internet and has aroused hundreds of questions in people's minds. A man on his way home saw this creepy thing and started recording. It is pretty difficult to make out what that is from the video, but it looks like some kind of a hybrid animal. However, upon a closer look, I came to realize that it was just a brown hyena carrying a zebra's carcass. So, I guess nothing to worry about here. We really hope that whoever placed this trail cam just accidentally placed it on the set of a zombie movie or show. If not, this is absolutely terrifying to think about. Is it a ghost of someone who was brutally murdered? Is there a real zombie in the woods somewhere just waiting to infect someone? And who's walking behind it? We don't know if this is an escaped murderer covered in blood, or an eccentric weirdo who's decided to paint himself like a cow and run around the woods at 1:02 in the morning. Is that the famous Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th? Or is it some murderer inspired by the character? This picture was taken in 2014, and the muscular man with a mask on and holding a machete looks like something straight out of a movie, don't you think? But the real question here is that what exactly was the man doing so deep in the woods all alone? This terrifying image is scary in that it could be any number of things. It has a fuzzy outline, making it look like a ghostly figure. The figure also has a drapey look to it, making it possible that it could be a ghost with long hair or a long cape. Some have even speculated that it could be a skinless monster. Hopefully, it's just a regular old person in a hoodie of some sort. In this image, it can be seen that there is not just one of the creatures, but 3. This image also makes it look more so like it's wearing a type of clothing as it stretches between leg to leg. One of the scariest parts is that you can't really get any sort of facial recognition. No one has ever been able to explain what is going on in this photo. The figure in this picture is obviously wearing either a really long coat or a gown. It's also hard to tell if you can make out a face or if it's just the leaves creating a pattern. The figure is rather tall as well, making it extra terrifying thinking about the potential that you could run into this in the woods. This moose may seem like a normal moose, but looking into its eyes, you can see it's much more terrifying. He looks as though he's either possessed or just very, very angry. Either way, this photo reminds us just how much we don't want to run into a moose while walking around alone in the woods at night. This mysterious creature was captured on a trail cam earlier in the day in 2011. It speeds through the forest fast, so it's hard to get a look at it. Many people who have seen the photo speculate that it is, in fact, Bigfoot. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem normal. It also isn't alone, as there are much more speedy beasts throughout today's list. Do deer have some sort of special power to have mysterious figures follow them around? Whatever the reason, deer are commonly spotted with creepy figures. This picture is absolutely chilling. It's not quite clear what exactly the figure is, but it is certain that it doesn't look happy, and we're sure that there is definitely not a normal face in those woods. This mind-blowing trail footage unravels an unexplained creature. It is a black creature with 4 legs and white, shining eyes, which makes it hard to identify it. Just look at the scary eyes of this animal. On top of that, this video was captured in the dark night, with some horror sounds of these wild creatures in the back. With every inch closer to this animal, it gets more horrifying to see. It is very brave of you all for sticking with this. Believe me, some more disturbing shots are yet to come. Have you ever seen a headless chicken? Yes, this is Mike, a headless chicken. It has not only survived a month or two, but has successfully lived up to 18 months. Isn't this spine-chilling? A chicken with no head has lived up to the age of a normal chicken. Told you this is gonna be crazy. Trust me, you'll be thrilled to see 2 bobcats negotiating a date. They see each other from a distance and start yowling. As they approach each other, they look into the eyes with constant growling. Both give awkward poses with rapid tail twitching. The gray cat is the female, and the red one is the male. It seems that the whole scene is directed by a renowned director. Can you believe that this loving video was captured on Valentine's Day? Deer are known for their naughty behavior. We have mischievous footage for you this time. This is a whitetail from early June in full velvet antlers in the Kamloops, British Columbia area. Deer are fast with their tongues, so we had to freeze the frame at the right moment. This deer was using his nose and tongue to pick up a scent on the trail. Amidst a deep, dark night in the forest, our camera caught an unnerving sight. Just look at this photo of greater kudu posing for the camera. Look at the beauty of these graceful animals. Who would not think this scene to be painted? This has been captured by a trail camera. There's a message in the eyes of these wild yet elegant animals, and it seems like they want to convey something. Another delicate balance between peace and horror is this encounter. People set out their tents on the trail side when a bear arrives at the campsite and steals their food. It opens the cooler to find hot dogs. Seeing a bear eating the goods carelessly is a captivating shot, perhaps. However, people fear bears. The campers are fortunate that the bear is busy with food and has not sniffed the humans. We've learned a lesson from this video, that you should never, ever leave your food by your tent. A video of a deer eating a bird in the sunlight has been seen through our trail camera. Now this is something to see, because a deer is mostly associated with grass. But this deer ate the whole bird, even the skeleton too. You'll be mesmerized yet disturbed to experience such a sight. Look at the poised eyes of this deer. Now, just think about the innocent birds. That bird would have never thought that a deer would be his predator. But welcome to wildlife. Enough scary sights for now. Let's see some heartwarming scenes. Watch this amazing crow removing harmful ticks and parasites from a deer's skin in just a few seconds. This is an amazing wildlife video you don't want to miss. The crow is removing the pesticides with astonishing precision and accuracy. This amazing video shows how cool crows are and how they can help us protect our environment. Our camera has captured an intense moment between a bear and a reindeer. Both stand face to face, entangled in confrontation. Just look at these shining eyes of deer. He refuses to be afraid of a predator. While the confidence of deer triggers the predatory instincts of the bear, it's a struggle for survival. You're lucky to witness the beauty and escalation. It is a twist in our journey of disturbing trail footage. This camera has recorded a unique video. Meet our basketball lover, Buck. Isn't this basketball giving a human touch to this animal? Indeed it is. The deer struggles to get rid of the ball, but it seems like the ball has found a home in his antlers. A raccoon and a deer were caught in the middle of a standoff, or rather a stare-off from the looks of it, and things got tense. But if we had to bet money on this fight, we can't help but assume that the deer would win. Just look at its menacing eyes. Wild animals aren't always looking to attack each other for food. Take this photo for instance. You can see a large bear lifting a cub so that it can dig through the garbage bin looking for food. Is this a great example of teamwork, or what? Disturbed beings. If there's one thing humans should have learned by now, it's that deer aren't always as cute as Disney movies make them out to be. A trail camera caught a bunch of deer staring at the device, and judging by the looks on their faces, it's safe to assume they're not too welcoming of the technological device. Not everyone knows that the animal caught on this trail cam is a fisher cat, and for months after the video was uploaded, the animal was considered as unknown and undiscovered. But we're here to tell you that this isn't an unknown animal, and in fact is a species of cat who's not found everywhere. They are not, however, considered felines. Just because of the way they look, they have been termed as fisher cats. Weird, right? Not everyone likes their picture being taken, and it isn't just us humans, but animals don't like it sometimes too. For instance, this huge bear. As the motion-activated camera sensed someone nearby, it started taking pictures with the flash, and the flash part is what the bear did not like at all. Good thing it did not try and destroy the camera, or else it had been impossible to get this clip. What would you do if you wake up one day with someone knocking on your door, and when you check the camera to see who it is, you see this? You would be pretty creeped out, right? Well, these people were too when a creepy clown was knocking at their door, asking them again and again to open it. They didn't open the door, but along with them, we all wondered, was it just a man wearing a clown costume? Or was it something else? Now, this video might look all normal to you at first, but wait till you hear the scream this woman caught on recording.
Oh my god, no.
She was returning from work late at night when she happened to record this video. And needless to say, this scream was so eerie that it made the woman drive away from the spot as soon as she could. To some, it was some ghostly thing trying to lure the woman. However, others said it might just be a bobcat.
Oh my god, no. That.
With each step forward, we inch closer to the edge of nature. Prepare yourself to witness the extraordinary sight captured by a trail camera. A deer with a graceful body has two heads, each with a different expression. How does this two-headed deer navigate its surroundings? Well, that's a mystery yet to be solved. Can you imagine a creature 25 times greater than the size attacking the prey? This is unimaginable to experience. It was a war of survival between a buck and raccoons. The buck tries to threaten the little creatures with a powerful kick like a hammer blow. Such blows lead to injuries and wounds. Just look at the scared faces of the cute little raccoons. The car tire had been hanging around the neck for at least 2 years off the elk. The 4-year-old, 600-pound bull elk was spotted and tranquilized one day, and officers were able to cut off the tire, but they had to cut off the elk's antlers to remove it. They would have preferred to cut the tire and leave the antlers, but had to just get the tire off in any way possible. But don't worry, the antlers grew back in just a few months. In this disturbing trail footage list, get ready for a sight that'll make you smile. Bears are often known for their playful nature, and this can be seen in cartoons too. This is a video of a bear who's dancing in the jungle. Unbothered by the surroundings, the bear dances to the infectious beats of Jungle Boogie. It seems like he's pole dancing with a branch of a tree. Well, anyway, it's a worthy sight to see. This is the most worth-seeing sight when a bald eagle swoops down and hits a bear. The bald eagle was a mother of very young eaglets, and the bear was about to reach the nest. The bald eagle could not control his rage, so he overpowered the bear and attacked him. The bear was shunned for some time. It is never advisable to go near a nest, especially in spring, when baby birds have just hatched. Another hidden encounter happened when a cougar attacked an elk. The video footage of a cougar sneaking in and taking down a calf elk is mind-blowing. This action happened in milliseconds and was outside the trail camera's angle of view. However, later the carcass of a calf was found 15 feet away, straight downhill from where the cougar caught the elk. This was heart-wrenching to see, because the elk was not even disturbing the cougar. The trail camera witnessed another distressing scene, where the mountain lion is burying a bull elk. First, the mountain lion killed the elk and buried him under the mud. The whole process of concealing it is captured by the camera. The mountain lion ate the flesh of the elk and buried away the leftovers. It is one of the rarest videos in which a lion depicts a human-like character. Burying the dead is indeed not a normal habit of a lion. Prepare yourself to see a jaw-dropping clip of a horse wandering around wild wolves. The horse is ignoring the wild wolves around him. He is restlessly rolling in the mud. To our surprise, even the wild wolves are shocked to see the unbothered horse. It seems like the horse has no aim and has come in the company of wild wolves for friendship. Even the wolves are ready for it because they are peacefully staring at the horse. We've brought another amazing adventure of wildlife for you. Just see this black horse grazing peacefully. But this peace is short-lived. Can you see the alligator behind him? The horse attacks the alligator after eye contact for a few seconds. We can hear the sound with horseshoes clash with scaly skin. It is another battle of survival and strength. Another delicate balance between peace and horror is this encounter. People set out their tents on the trail side when a bear arrives at the campsite and steals their food. It opens the cooler to find hot dogs. Seeing a bear eating the goods carelessly is a captivating shot, perhaps. However, people fear bears. The campers are fortunate that the bear is busy with food and has not sniffed the humans. We've learned a lesson from this video, that you should never, ever leave your food by your tent. A video of a deer eating a bird in the sunlight has been seen through our trail camera. Now this is something to see, because a deer is mostly associated with grass. But this deer ate the whole bird, even the skeleton too. You'll be mesmerized yet disturbed to experience such a sight. Look at the poised eyes of this deer. Now, just think about the innocent birds. That bird would have never thought that a deer would be his predator. But welcome to wildlife. Enough scary sights for now. Let's see some heartwarming scenes. Watch this amazing crow removing harmful ticks and parasites from a deer's skin in just a few seconds. This is an amazing wildlife video you don't want to miss. The crow is removing the pesticides with astonishing precision and accuracy. This amazing video shows how cool crows are and how they can help us protect our environment. Our camera has captured an intense moment between a bear and a reindeer. Both stand face to face, entangled in confrontation. Just look at these shining eyes of deer. He refuses to be afraid of a predator. While the confidence of deer triggers the predatory instincts of the bear, it's a struggle for survival. You're lucky to witness the beauty and escalation. It is a twist in our journey of disturbing trail footage. This camera has recorded a unique video. Meet our basketball lover, Buck. Isn't this basketball giving a human touch to this animal? Indeed it is. The deer struggles to get rid of the ball, but it seems like the ball has found a home in his antlers.
There's no way that this raccoon would be able to reach the food without a little help, so he decided to take a ride on the back of this boar. Who knew that raccoons and pigs made such great allies in the animal kingdom? And how exactly do they tell each other what kind of help they need, and then come up with an agreement? On May 21st, security cameras inside a perimeter fence at a zoo captured a strange image. The creature in the picture seemed like a human, but then it looked like a dog too. People said that it could be the famous Dogman, as the chances of a human being there in a zoo is close to zero. Even though the officials tried investigating, the mystery remained unsolved. And this fox might have really made the deer make such a bold move. Usually, deer are peaceful animals, minding their own business. But when the time comes, they can be as fierce as any other animal. And this picture just proves that. This is another case of someone's trail cam unintentionally picking up something that looks like it's coming straight out of the nightmare world. Sure, it may be the hunter decked out in camouflage, sneaking around trying to catch something in stealth mode. Most people think that wild cats are all dangerous and killing machines, but you might change your mind after seeing this picture. But still, there is a chance that the cat is just waiting and deciding which deer to kill first. However, seeing how chill the deer are, we can think otherwise too. Deer often use their antlers for defensive purposes, but sometimes they use them to carry stuff, like this deer who has a ball between his antlers. But whether this was done intentionally or by accident is still unknown, though the deer does look like it's enjoying it a lot. Is that Bernie Sanders wearing mittens sitting in a chair? Or is some otherworldly being captured by the trail cam? Because the way it's sitting so calmly with wild cats and what looks like a wolf around him is something not a normal human being can do. Don't you think so? Ever wondered what cats do in the middle of the night when their owners are asleep? Well, apparently, they like to meet up with their significant others and have a romantic encounter under the stars. Just ask these two, who are seemingly kissing like teenagers in love. Is that a raccoon? Or maybe some other animal? But that devilish smile and the eyes looking straight into the camera make this picture cutely creepy. We have no idea what was going on in that little being's mind, but it wasn't something good at least. Is that a deer? Or maybe it's two deers. But two deer can't really mix into each other like that, can they? When this picture was uploaded on the internet, the man whose trail cam took it claimed that it was a skinwalker. And the more we look at it, the more we start to agree with him. So this might just be some kid roaming the woods at night for no apparent reason. Maybe he sleptwalked out of his home. But the fact that his eyes are glowing bright makes this one spooky snap. And there's also a chance that this might not be a real kid, but a ghost too. Like ostriches and other long-necked creatures, this bird doesn't scare easily. So when he noticed that something was off, he took a menacing stance and decided that an eye-to-eye confrontation with the camera would let everyone know who's the boss around this neck of the woods. This raccoon was trying to get to the bird feeder above, so he and his friends could have some food. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the food, but he did spray the bird seeds around so his hungry buddies could eat. Maybe this act of kindness earned it some points among its kind. Who knows? Most people know who the Grim Reaper is. He's basically death personified. This mythical character is often depicted wearing a cloak and carrying a scythe, which he uses to extract souls. But did this trail camera manage to capture an actual photo of him? It's either that, or a random stranger who decided to dress up and play a prank. Who says that basketball is just for humans? This deer wouldn't mind going one-on-one with Michael Jordan or LeBron James on the basketball court. Unfortunately, it would be a very short game, as this poor deer got the ball stuck in its antlers. They say owls are wise and peaceful, but as you can see on this trail camera footage, they can be fearless predators too. Take this owl, who was about to sink its sharp talons on the back of this poor, unsuspecting deer. The forest can be quite the battlefield, huh? Were these deer just having their dinner? Or were they onto something mysterious? Because the way their eyes are glowing, it looks like they're very angry over their meeting being disturbed. Good thing it was just a camera, because if it was a human there, I don't think that something good could have happened to him. Unusual hunters. Usually, we see hunters posing with their hunts, not living animals. But these two decided to not shoot the buck, as it was very friendly towards them. Being so calm and casually approaching the humans, the animal made them realize that they can just be friends. And this picture is a testament to what an astounding friendship they've developed.
It is very brave of you all for sticking with this. Believe me, some more disturbing shots are yet to come. Have you ever seen a headless chicken? Yes, this is Mike, a headless chicken. It has not only survived a month or two, but has successfully lived up to 18 months. Isn't this spine-chilling? A chicken with no head has lived up to the age of a normal chicken. Told you this is gonna be crazy. A bird with a weird voice and shape is seen on a fence on a farm. People on the farm say that they've never seen such a creature. In the first glimpse, it looks like a monument or an idol on the fence. But as soon as you get closer, you will see it is moving and has a shrill sound. This bird feeds on insects. Aren't these trail footage helping us in seeing strange and unexplored creatures? What do you think? Is this a man or a bear? By its stature, it looks like a bear. It is a strange creature with a black color. But as you investigate the details, you'll notice that it's holding a stick and wearing a cap. These signs make us believe that it is a human. The image sparks curiosity and speculation. You can definitely not miss this one. Have you seen an animal like a bear from the back and goat from the front? Well, if not, then take a look at this muscular mountain ghost. It's like a polar bear because of its bear-like shape and white color, but it has a face of a goat grazing in the wildlife. This contrast between a bear and a goat shows the wonders of nature. We've seen animals fighting with other animals, but let's see a battle of a deer with a plant. This video draws our attention to the deer with a plant stuck in its antlers. The deer tries its best to get rid of this problem, but it seems no success. Isn't it a beautiful scene to see? Look at this remarkable picture. Doesn't it spark curiosity? A bear-like creature stands on a single leg. Its face is indistinct. It remains a mystery with no distinct features. What secrets lie behind its hidden face? We're drawn into the mystery of this enigmatic creature.
I know what the scientists say, that titanoboas have long been extinct. But how exactly do we explain this video? It's not edited, and the size of that thing isn't of a regular snake. It definitely was way bigger than any other. So if not a titanoboa, then what was it? If you ask me, I would say that these snakes are just as real as all of us. They just prefer to stay hidden rather than coming out. A fisherman was on his usual routine catching fish, throwing nets and all, and that is when he noticed something quite unusual lurking in the water. He took his camera out and started recording, and this is what the mystery creature was. A dark creature swimming near the coast of southeastern North Carolina. Was it an alligator? Or maybe a whale? Or was it the infamous Loch Ness Monster? The identity of the being has remained unknown ever since. A few years back, a video surfaced on the internet that left everyone astounded. It wasn't just limited to social media buzz. Even the mainstream media couldn't stop discussing it. The footage featured a man from Siberia capturing a peculiar alien-like creature. While some people were inclined to believe its authenticity, others remained skeptical. However, upon observing the video, it appears unaltered, raising the possibility that this extraterrestrial being might have perished while attempting to seek warmth, presumably unaccustomed to Earth's freezing temperatures. A peculiar and minuscule creature resembling an extraterrestrial was discovered on a Sydney street. Its appearance bore a resemblance to a blend of a squid and an octopus. However, given its considerable distance from water, its presence there left everyone puzzled. Some speculate that it might be an embryo of a mysterious organism, yet the enigma of how it arrived in that location remains unanswered. The camera pans to a bizarre creature shrouded in darkness. Its sinewy body is adorned with countless writhing tentacles, resembling a nightmarish tangle of spaghetti. Oceanographers, trembling with excitement, identify it as the elusive Bathyphysa conifera, a name that fails to capture its eerie essence. This flying spaghetti monster drifts through the water, a haunting presence that challenges our understanding of marine life and leaves us with more questions than answers. In a chilling video gaining momentum online, a peculiar sight has emerged, captivating netizens worldwide. It reveals an otherworldly entity, seemingly an alien, adorned with a human-like countenance. The footage, although dated, resurfaces with an alarming twist. Rumors spread that a perilous creature has fled Gujarat, wreaking havoc upon Rajasthan's unsuspecting farmers. The online realm buzzes with anxious deliberation, urging vigilance among agricultural communities. Recently, on Papamoa Beach, an enigmatic video emerged. Reports suggest the unveiling of unusual sea creatures resembling something alien. But fear not, for the mystery is solved. Experts now believe these beings to be gooseneck barnacles, nature's deceptive tricksters, weaving an eerie tapestry along the shores. This is the most worth-seeing sight when a bald eagle swoops down and hits a bear. The bald eagle was a mother of very young eaglets, and the bear was about to reach the nest. The bald eagle could not control his rage, so he overpowered the bear and attacked him. The bear was shunned for some time. It is never advisable to go near a nest, especially in spring, when baby birds have just hatched. Another hidden encounter happened when a cougar attacked an elk. The video footage of a cougar sneaking in and taking down a calf elk is mind-blowing. This action happened in milliseconds and was outside the trail camera's angle of view. However, later the carcass of a calf was found 15 feet away, straight downhill from where the cougar caught the elk. This was heart-wrenching to see, because the elk was not even disturbing the cougar. The trail camera witnessed another distressing scene, where the mountain lion is burying a bull elk. First, the mountain lion killed the elk and buried him under the mud. The whole process of concealing it is captured by the camera. The mountain lion ate the flesh of the elk and buried away the leftovers. It is one of the rarest videos in which a lion depicts a human-like character. Burying the dead is indeed not a normal habit of a lion. And here, we see a deer running away from some scary and unusual creature. It does not look like a normal animal you see in the wild. But then, what was it? A skinwalker? So that means they really are just lurking in the deepest and darkest regions, where humans can't find them easily, right? This image went viral on the internet a few years back. When the people saw it, they were all worried about the little girl wandering alone in the wild. And when the identity of the girl couldn't be verified as well, it all became an eerie mystery. However, some months after, the police came to know that the girl was actually visiting the area and was out with her grandpa, who the trail cam failed to capture. This picture is one of the clearest on the list, which isn't necessarily a good thing. We can easily make out from this picture that this is either a creature wearing a nightgown or an old woman walking around outside alone at night in her pajamas. Either way, it isn't good and is rather unsettling for anyone planning on traveling in the woods anytime soon. For those of you who think bears walking is something normal, wait till you see this one. This bear sparked a mystery in the whole of New Jersey when it was always seen walking upright. It is not something bears usually do, so some people were quick to say that it wasn't a bear, but something else. But then, after careful investigation of the matter, it was revealed that the bear had his front paw injured, and this was why it couldn't walk normally. This deer was captured by a trail cam, which a man placed because there were rumors about a skinwalker in the shape of a deer being seen by locals. But as the camera caught the deer, everything became clear. It wasn't a skinwalker, but just a poor deer with a weird mutation that happened to it. There's no way to know for sure if this is the infamous and elusive Bigfoot monster, but it certainly looks a lot like him. Then again, it could just be a human in a Bigfoot costume taking a walk in the middle of the woods. But with trail cameras being placed in the deepest areas, and this picture taken very late at night, anything can be possible. This photo was taken in Big Spring, Texas. At first glance, you might think this is just a normal picture capturing some wildlife, but unfortunately, it is not. There was something much more frightening that appeared. Once you notice the little girl all alone and the deer staring suspiciously at her, you'll get chills down your spine.
Was it really a creature, or just some animal caught by the trail camera from a weird angle? Well, whatever it was, it gave every single person online chills when it was first posted. Some thought it was real, while others just dismissed it by saying it was fake. But let us tell you, it is a real picture. But of what? That we cannot say for sure. Not tired in the sense it needed rest, but tired in the sense that it was fed up with humans gathering around it like it was some sort of circus animal. So the gorilla did what a gorilla should do. It dragged the guide from his foot to a little distance just to show him and everyone else what the gorilla was capable of, and to stop testing his and his family's patience. I guess the guide never forgot what happened that day. We really hope that whoever placed this trail cam just accidentally placed it on the set of a zombie movie or show. If not, this is absolutely terrifying to think about. Is it a ghost of someone who was brutally murdered? Is there a real zombie in the woods somewhere just waiting to infect someone? And who's walking behind it? We don't know if this is an escaped murderer covered in blood, or an eccentric weirdo who's decided to paint himself like a cow and run around the woods at 1:02 in the morning. Is that the famous Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th? Or is it some murderer inspired by the character? This picture was taken in 2014, and the muscular man with a mask on and holding a machete looks like something straight out of a movie, don't you think? But the real question here is that what exactly was the man doing so deep in the woods all alone? And here we see a deer running away from some scary and unusual creature. It does not look like a normal animal you see in the wild. But then, what was it? A skinwalker? So that means they really are just lurking in the deepest and darkest regions, where humans can't find them easily, right? This image went viral on the internet a few years back. When the people saw it, they were all worried about the little girl wandering alone in the wild. And when the identity of the girl couldn't be verified as well, it all became an eerie mystery. However, some months after, the police came to know that the girl was actually visiting the area and was out with her grandpa, who the trail cam failed to capture. This picture is one of the clearest on the list, which isn't necessarily a good thing. We can easily make out from this picture that this is either a creature wearing a nightgown or an old woman walking around outside alone at night in her pajamas. Either way, it isn't good and is rather unsettling for anyone planning on traveling in the woods anytime soon.
Thank you for watching the video till the end.